just have a bias or you just have a kind of like blase way of looking at it, then that's just prejudice. If you're a little more aggressive about it, it could be bigotry. But you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that you're necessarily racist, right? You're not like holding down any little black boys in the alley, are you?
I'll be back.
All right, man, chaotic. Yeah. So you're good. You're not racist. I don't think, right? It just sounds like maybe you have some prejudices.
Yeah, I mean, of course. And if Flow State and you were walking in an alleyway, I would run from Flow State.
I would run from Flow State.
Yeah, who wouldn't? Yeah.
I would
run
chase
from
you.
Flow State too.
I would chase you.
You know, I'm kidding, Flow State, but for real,
I'm not.
White men carry out more barbaric treatment towards women of all colors compared to a black man. Look at the stats.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I got to say.
But thank you. I appreciate your contribution. All right. Shout out to you. And she came up here. Trish, you was first, and then Uncle Jeff, and then Joe Cool, because he came back and came out and came back again. Go ahead, Trish.
Well, the only thing I want to say, because my voice is still not 100%, I'm not here to educate white people on culture and learn about us. They did that enough. All they do is steal. All they do is invade these spaces. I don't like them here. And I'm watching what I say. Keep them in the dark. I'm glad they're over here because most people in these chats don't know shit. Jeff, I'll hand you the baton. Thank you. Hold it down. Goodbye.
Did a white person steal that voice?
Yeah, she was she was tired. I see Angel left. Yeah, he ran, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck, want to answer that question. Yeah.
My bad. Go ahead, Trucker. I apologize. I skipped Trucker. So go ahead, Trucker, and then Uncle Jeff, and then Joe Cool.
Dang,
and then my man John.
Too?
Yeah, Chaotic said he'll be right back. You know, Chaotic got. Hey, listen. In case you don't know, Chaotic is like 0-2 against me right now. Shout out to Chaotic. Chaotic is like 0-2 against me.
I had to dip out, bro, because I ain't gonna front. I was gonna cut somebody out.
And I know my man John is one of Chaotic's guys. This guy John, he's one of Chaotic's guys. I'm disappointed. You look kind of like my father, and I'm disappointed in you, John. You look like my dad, but I'm disappointed in you, John. I don't know. Weren't you up there when this young lady was calling black folks the N-word?
I just joined, so I didn't hear that part.
Oh, no. Okay, so this wasn't you down here? That's not you right there?
You talking about in a Chaotic stream?
Yeah, ain't that you?
I haven't heard that. I don't remember it. So
right here, right? This is you, right? Is that you? Is that you right there? Down there?
Me, but I didn't hear. What did she say?
Okay, you good? Go ahead. Go ahead, Trucker. My bad.
No. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Nah, that was the stream where she just was where the girl Grace was calling black folks, y'all niggas, this and that.
Lord, just go ahead. Yeah.
And he was there, and he was making an ode to the white man and the white man's mindset and the white man's mentality. But the crazy thing is, this dude looks just like my dad, was just hilarious. But go ahead. Except my dad has hair. But go ahead, man. What's going on, John? I was curious, man.
My hair off, by the way.
Yeah, you cool. Hey, so help me understand, because y'all was kind of celebrating the white mentality and the white mindset and stuff like that, and I was just curious as to what that was all about. Hey, Uncle Jeff, I got you next.
I didn't take it that way. Man, I don't remember everything, so you very well could be correct. How the show came off. But to be frank, I don't harbor a lot on white people, and I think a lot of black people probably should take the same point of view. I mean, there's a lot of work to be done within ourselves, outside of white people. A lot of things that we can do that before we can even focus on a white person, we could do for ourselves. And so, if she was saying the N-word, I mean, it's far downstream, I think, from the problems that most of us have, so it's probably just wasn't a big deal. It just went over my head.
Okay. Gotcha. Hey, Uncle Jeff, what say you, sir? How you doing, man? We can't hear you, Uncle Jeff.
You might be muted, bro.
No, come here. No, you did, nigga.
Hey, we
Hey,
can hear
everybody,
you.
can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
I'm gonna stray away from fact just a bit.
Thank you, Flo Stay. I appreciate you, bro.
I often marvel at how, especially younger white people, high hurdle what movies and books and history has told us about the treachery and barbarism of the European Caucasian male. And again, let me not make that treachery a gender. This has been a barbaric people. If they invented everything, how many movies, how many documentaries, how much gold under the Vatican, how many diamonds, how many arms hacked off can we high hurdle to in order to come to some kind of decent conversation about these people and their practices? And what's really funny is the people who generally defend them, the power elite, don't give a fiddler's fuck about anyway. This has been the common breach that Lyndon Baines Johnson spoke of. He said, if you can make the common lowest white man think he's higher than the highest black man, you don't have to take his money. He'll give it to you. What is happening? What January 6th was about? I've been saying this for years. When common white people figure out that they have been fucked over almost as bad as us, there will be smoke in every city. And as the power elite move toward a situation where they do not need you, this is why the middle class has been melted, because they no longer need you. If you wear plaid, I'm talking to you. If you drive a truck to work, I'm talking to you. If you've been to a hoedown lately, I'm talking to you. If your porch collapses and you kill more than 4 dogs, I'm talking to you. The common white man. It is you who stands up to defend the barbarism of what was made for you to work in, not thrive, for you to be the mouse wheel of. To in any way defend the innovation and technology of a people who is known over this earth for what they have done to everyone else on it. It is in that I marvel at, as if you have no blood to speak of on your hands, as if their reputation is spotless, as if is there a reason that that's a lie is under while I'm talking?
Oh, nah, yo, no.
Thank you.
That wasn't about you. That wasn't about you at all. Hey, Lisa Grant. And does anybody know who Lisa Grant is?
No.
My time ticking.
I think he was trying to figure it out, Uncle Jeff.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Out.
Yeah, you gotta be. Hold on. I'm gonna start you. I'm gonna start. Hold on, Chuck.
Check. Okay, I'm working.
There you go, Uncle Jeff. I'm gonna pause it for a second.
Good to see you again, Uncle Jeff. I missed you.
Oh, who's that?
That's Flo Stay.
Flo Stay. We've talked before. We've been over this. But go ahead.
Hey, Chuck,
okay.
Hey, Lisa Grant, if you want to come up, I'm gonna need you to be cammed up, sweetie. I don't know you, ma'am. So I'm gonna need you to be cammed up if you want to come up. And so you have 2 minutes in all, Uncle Jeff. I gave you extra time, but
okay. I'm gonna try to be brief.
I can't see you, sweetness.
I don't draw binary lines. Okay. There is no slavery being over without the Penn Quakers. There is no Underground Railroad without white folks. Them wasn't black people. Nigga, the Underground Railroad wasn't sponsored by Soul Train. Those was white people's houses. White people were hanged. for helping us. Absolutely. But what and I'm sorry Chaotic Truth left because he identifies as white. And I guess my question is how white? White enough to not be the guest of honor at a Klan rally?
Yeah, damn.
How white are you when you identify as white? Are you white enough to move into areas and not have the police profile you? Are you white enough to walk into a bank? Yes. Are you white enough to get away from your codes and your social security number that preclude you from getting loans or put you lower on the totem pole? Just how white are you? These are the questions I have when we're reviewing history. All I ask is that we be fair, and it is unfair to sit here bloody and act like your people have done nothing. There's way too many movies about it. You were too proud of it.
Appreciate you.
Snowfall.
Hours later.
Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up.
I appreciate you.
You can trust movies.
You don't have to trust the movies, brother. You don't have to trust the movies. Take a look at the narrative of the movies. Take a look at the way that
Hours.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I had a timer that I could see. It left.
Yeah, what I got? Yeah, I put it back because I was trying to do multiple things at the same time. I don't have what you would call OBS, so I don't have a way of putting it small. I wish I did. So it's big in the back, but you just gotta trust me that I got you on the timer.
Okay.
And, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
It's a 2-minute timer. I showed you the timer to let you know that it's there. You know what I'm saying? To let you know that.
Well, if you need me, I can just shut the fuck up right there.
No, you good. You could talk, but I just got to get Joe Cool in here as well.
I kept seeing 2 hours later, like I've been talking too long, and I is that what that means?
Yeah, that's the wrap it up. It's the wrap. It's not just for you, Uncle Jeff. I get when you go over the listen. I
didn't see it. Okay, forgive me, brother. Forgive me. Here's my confusion. At first, I saw a clock, and then I didn't.
Yes,
and then
sir.
I thought I was going to get some extra time, and then folks was talking.
What is the
I
point
kind of
that you're
lost
trying
track
to
of
make?
time too. So I'll just shut the fuck up right
now.
now.
I gave you extra time, Uncle Jeff. I gave you extra time right in front of your face, and I set the clock behind the scenes, Uncle Jeff. Like at the end of the day, it's cumbersome because I got another video is right here, and I can't. And StreamYard, I can't put 2 videos up at the same time.
I feel all of that, brother. But what I'm saying is the 2 hours later shit. That's a bit offensive. Because I apologize. I apologize. It's like it's really 2 minutes later, but okay, my bad. It's too. Jesus, y'all so
Are you
sensitive.
okay? Can you carry on? You all right?
Sensitive.
I've been trying to work on my brevity, brother.
I understand, but you gotta stop being so sensitive, brother. Jesus Christ.
It's corporate tax.
You're a comedian, for God's sake. Laugh a little. It's
corporate tax time for me right now. I got other shit I was doing.
I think his time's run out by now, though. We know that he doesn't like that clip.
It's Joe Cool. It's Joe Cool's.
Thank you for that, Mike. You guys can hear me well?
Yes. You're on the 2-minute timer, Joe Cool. Just for
record. No, I'm going 8 minutes like Uncle Chris. How dare you? No, I'm kidding.
Chris is my brother, and it's 4.
Okay. First of all, I'm with you guys. Truth, I wish he was up here. If there's one person who was paid by the fucking government to keep this black-white bullshit alive, it's Truth. He's good at it, and people fall for it all the time. And I liked him, brother, and I think he's way too intelligent to fall for some of the nonsense that he puts up here to keep people yelling and screaming at each other. I think that's part of the plan. And I'm on the west side of Chicago. I grew up under the Moors, the Hebrew Israelites, and the Muslims and the bean pies on the corner up there. So everything told me white people are evil as fuck. They're the absolute devil and more. But I'm grown now. I've been about myself, man. I think I was tricked. Not only that, I've read the Anunnakis and the DNA, the Identipathos. I've explored every one of these things, and I really think that it's all a distraction. People in this part of the land under the sun got darker, and the people out from under the sun got lighter, and they moved around. And the biggest trick the devil made is to keep us thinking that shit. You got people are people. You got shitty people of all all races, black, white, and all others. I'm not sure that I buy into one race is superior. Maybe one of you guys have an argument for it. And by the way, Da Vinci, I think it was the helicopter guy. The guy worked for Lockheed Martin, who the black guy, can't think of his name right now. The brother, you could Google that shit. You don't have to go to the black anything. That shit's, common knowledge that the black guy invented the first practical, useful helicopter. All right, I think I'm about done. I don't even need my 2 minutes.
Thank you. Hey man, you did well. Shout out to you, Joe Cool. I appreciate you. You right up under your 2 minutes, man. Shout out to you. Hey, listen. So the guy that they say is known for making the helicopter is Paul E. Williams. Paul E. Williams.
Yeah,
Is,
actually, that's inaccurate.
Okay.
Did you see the movie?
The original. I had to learn this because show of hands. Anybody here who's actually worked on a helicopter that flies?
Somebody just showing off now.
Yeah, me. I'm flossing right now.
Me
Igor
too, sir.
Sikorsky.
Me too, sir.
Actually, a Russian invented the first mass-produced helicopter.
That's not what we said, bro.
We're not mass-produced. We're talking about the first helicopter.
That's.
So what did Paul E. Williams do?
As a matter of fact, and I'm not.
What did Paul E. Williams do?
As a matter of fact, Joe, that's kind of over in your lane with regard to evening out and being factual and not giving anybody any more credit or less credit than they deserve.
Can we just I'll concede all inventions to black people at this point.
Okay, let's don't do that. But I'm just curious. Hey, shout out to Scorch, shout out to Scorch Earth 824 $2. Chaotic, you full of dude. Just stop. Hey, shout out to OG Do Dirty $2. Vivian Thomas was a black medical inventor. Okay. Shout out to Chaotic Truth Live $4. Thank you. Marie Van Britten invented the first home security system. That's what he said. And shout out to, how do you pronounce this name? Is it Kizumi?
Exactly. You ain't want to answer that question.
I don't see a link to the StreamYard. That's one of your people's, right?
We know him.
Okay. Yeah, because I'll drop it for Kazoom.
All right. Shout out to Izzy's cool peoples. Hey, shout out to Torrance Moore. Hey, thank you very much again. I appreciate you, family. Thank you so much for the Cash App Flow State. Thank you so much, Kwafi Nino, for the Cash App. And thank you so much, my man, Trucker Yale, for the Cash App. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let me celebrate y'all real quick.
Thanks, man. I got money.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Is Kissimmee Jeremy? Is that the same person?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's probably Radio Foreman.
Jeremy? What does he look like? Is he got
to pop him on real quick and I'll look at him. Like yeah, get rid of him.
Okay. Thanks. Nice shots.
He had a Satan smile on his face.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah. That's Radio Foreman. He's the one that I said I'm not going to vouch for him. Okay. He doesn't get to stay on my panel.
I'm watching the comments. I'm watching what he's putting in the comments. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that.
Hey, okay. So listen, this is the thing. Like, I don't want to create an environment like, that was just a reply to Chaotic's rhetoric. Chaotic was making it seem as if black people didn't invent anything, didn't create anything for the last 1,000 years, and that's not true at all. So that was the response to his rhetoric, and I showed the receipts. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that is. So I mean, I agree. I think that we get a lot better things accomplished working together than not. Kizumi is an older gentleman.
He's good.
Wave in the back if it's you, sir. Okay, how you doing, man? All right. Hey. They say you're good.
Hey, how's it going? Pretty good.
All right. How you doing today? How's it going? Shout out to you. How's it going today?
Going all right. Just here, hanging out, chilling, and I'm glad to be here.
Yes, we're glad to have you. So this was the question I was going to ask around the board, because this original conversation started out because a young lady. Are you familiar with Grace? Do you know her? The young lady Grace. This young lady.
I mean, I know Grace Jones, but
hilarious. This young lady right here. You familiar with her?
I just saw her like a couple nights ago. I don't. Her father got arrested. If that's the chick, and I saw her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah. I don't
yeah,
know.
It was good with the secretary look going on.
Yeah. So what happened was she got on that panel and she called black people the N-word and so forth and so on. And so we were having a discussion about, why can so the title of this video is the N-word. Why can we say it and they can't? And so it was to that sentiment that, why is the N-word offensive to us? Or, why we don't like people saying the N-word that are outside of the black race, whatever the case may be. And, why we would appreciate if people didn't say it or so forth and so on. So I was curious, right? With that being said, what are your thoughts and what are your feelings, honestly, about it? What do you think?
I feel about it similarly to people that use the F word as far as a slur against gay people. It's kind of similar.
How?
Because only if I say you my nigga.
Wait, hold on, Joku. We got to give him a chance to.
Well, I mean, if someone said you my faggot, it would have a negative connotation no matter what. So.
Yeah, please don't say that.
But here's the problem.
Wait, hold on, real quick, Uncle Jeff. Hold on, please don't say that word up here, y'all. Those are trigger words, and that could get my channel canceled and take it down. So please don't say any trigger words. I appreciate you. That's the one rule I have. Please don't say it.
I got you, pal.
Yeah,
I got you.
And I'm sorry for saying what I said too. So
yeah.
Okay,
Please,
well,
please.
If I may, can we use sweet pickle instead?
I mean, yes. You can use. I don't give a. Listen, I don't give a damn what you say as long as it's not a trigger word. I could care less what you call it. I'm being honest with you, but I don't want my channel taken down for an arbitrary conversation that we're just having. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we got you, pal. We can respect that. We got
sweet
you,
pickle, legitimate, yes. Sweet pickle, either. Here's the difference between the word that won't get you canceled, which is nigger, and the F word. In order for the F word to be even close to as offensive, some ships, I don't know, 400 years ago would have had to pull up on the shores.
There'd have to be a lot of history behind it.
Exactly, and there isn't.
True.
So that one,
the history kind of is around 100 years, and the history of slavery goes as far as how it affects this current paradigm. It's been 400 years, but it's been longer than that. But still,
slavery has been as long as opulence. So I'm not discussing that. What I'm discussing is the often made distinction between the sweet pickle word and the word nigger. And here's why it's offensive. It is because of the body count. It is because nobody has told you as a sweet pickle you couldn't read. Nobody as a sweet pickle has came into your domicile in the middle of night and taken your wife out of bed and brought her back to you wet with their filth. There's a broad distinction between those two, and that's all I'm making. I'll get out of the way.
Yes.
Hey, can I chime in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, Uncle Jeff, I saw you on the other stream. I think it was Sharon or something like that. And you had mentioned you've done very well for yourself. And I think you had mentioned that you had some IMDb profile, whatever's on IMDb.
Yeah.
Hey, but at the same time, I hear you speak very negatively of white people. And you correct me if I'm wrong, but I would imagine that white people would have had to have had a pretty large hand in your success.
Please allow me to respond.
Yes, that's directed to you. You have the floor.
Absolutely, brother. And let me be clear. I don't speak as and I thought I cleared it up with bringing up the Penn Quakers, those who helped us during the abolition of slavery, those who helped us during the civil rights movement, those who, again, I'm a United States Marine. There's no way that I could say that all white people are anything. My issue is when, as a whole, as a collective body, there's a number of collected bodies that get hopped over whenever we get into polite conversation. And that's my issue. There are plenty of people, to be honest with you, white people and Mexican people help me a lot more than black people in my career. I don't see what those two.
How would you like those bodies?
But you said polite conversation. What do you mean? Because you're saying positively in there, but what
sure.
is the? Okay, sorry.
Okay, let me be clear. Let me be clear. It is when, what's my man, Chaotic Truth, who identifies as white, decides to get into a conversation about what, and let's say impolite conversation, get into a conversation about what black people aren't and what black people haven't and what black people didn't, without bringing up the entire conversation. I like to speak in an entire conversation, and in an entire conversation, nobody beats the European white man when it comes to barbarism and thievery.
That's a dumb argument they'd like us to have. I'm down for dumb arguments, but that's a silly argument, bro.
Man, you left the entire thing until the very, very end, and it's just like we're supposed to be cool with it. It's weird.
Okay, well, hit it back.
Do you want to be the worst at barbarism?
Wait, hold on. Let Kissimmee complete his thought. Go ahead, sir.
I'm just saying. I don't think most Americans, most Europeans would not pride themselves in how barbaristic they are. We'd like to pride ourselves in the things that we moved beyond barbarism. We've moved beyond that. We're better than standard animals. We are animals, but we're better than standard animals. And so this notion that we should pride ourselves in something different is weird.
Pride yourself in. I'm a little lost. Give me a few more words. I forgive me, and I'm not being obtuse. I just don't understand what you're getting at.
I
don't know what specifically you're talking about, so I can't elucidate on that.
Hold on real quick. So we're trying to understand. We're trying to understand. I guess we understand that you have an issue with the barbarism, right? The best at being barbaristic, but we're trying to understand what is the relevance, basically, to be quite frank, to this particular conversation. That's what I guess it is.
Oh, me?
I know that different cultures have different values, and some cultures are more compatible with some government types than others. So I mean, we're all different, but sometimes things like white nationalism is definitely more in tune with government types that are completely guided by white people. So I don't know.
Okay.
So let me just hash this out real quick to understand that. I'm gonna let you get in there, Uncle Jeff, because I really want to understand too. Are you saying? So basically, are you saying that you don't like being compared to extreme? You're saying that basically those are extremists or extreme versions of people, and you don't like to be compared to that? Is that the sentiment, or what's
I don't like being compared to extremists. I believe in a certain amount of diversity. We've got to. If without diversity, you have stagnant. So,
okay, go ahead, Uncle Jeff.
Okay, well, to be clear, Kazumi, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name.
It's Kazum, but that's okay.
Kazum. Oh, Kazum. I apologize, Kazum.
No worries.
Like Kazoo, like the great. You rember the great Kazoo?
Yeah, on the Flintstones.
I do. Yeah.
I only speak to enlighten, and I don't mean to be disrespectful with the word common, but common white people, and you identify as white, yes?
Yes.
Okay, common white people such as yourself. I'm not talking about you. What I'm discussing is those who did the bidding on your behalf so that you could solidify their positions as the power elite. Not you. The people I'm talking about, they don't like your common ass neither.
Yeah.
They don't. They're looking to look up Agenda 21. This is a plan.
There's also Project 2025 that's scary too.
Absolutely. And these projects were not put together by the Puerto Ricans. Okay.
They're put together by the UN.
Yes. They were put together by the UN. Again, what often happens with common white people is that they try to align themselves with the defense of the power elite. And that's the issue I have. I don't have a problem with common white people. I really don't. Other than sometimes they don't know how common they are. And they believe that they have more in common with those who are
probably the confusion is when you refer to the power elite as whites.
Okay.
Maybe if you refer to them as the power elite, people wouldn't push back against it.
Okay. Well, I don't care if they push back on it. I like whitey.
But you like to be more accurate.
Well, I mean, the white element is the truth of it. But if you want to reach the most amount of people, you'd refer to it as the power element.
The white element may be true.
And that might be the problem. There's your issue. There's the issue we have.
Excuse me, I'm a part. I just want to say thank you to the host. No, I'm sorry. I'm interrupting you. Man. Thank you to the host. I talk too much. I don't have the patience for this shit. I'm not gonna bullshit you, man. You guys are doing well. I'm gonna bow out.
Hey, man, you're welcome anytime, man. You got a wealth of information, man. Shout out to you.
Easy, bro.
Anytime, brother.
Peace, you too.
Let me be clear. I'm not trying to reach the most amount of people. When it comes to, and I'm not anti anything. I'm just incredibly fucking pro-black. I'm not anti-white.
Who are you trying to reach, though? I mean, when you say something, you've got to be trying to reach someone. I mean, when I say something, even if I'm prejudiced against a certain group, I still want to reach someone when I'm talking.
Certainly, I'll tell you exactly who I'm trying to reach. The minds of young people, and I won't use the word black. I'll use the people who potato salad tastes really good that don't have no raisins in it. I'm trying to reach the people who are the inventors of the electric slide. I'm trying to reach the people who live on 60th and Damon in Chicago. The people who live off of Crenshaw here in LA. I'm trying to reach those people. And it's not that I have for everyone else. I give what the White House gives, thoughts and prayers. I don't have the time to critique how high your grass is growing because my house is on fire. So I'm reaching those people. Short. I don't have an interest when I speak.
I need to cut my grass too.
I don't have much interest in who gets upset about it, who doesn't agree with it. I don't even have an interest in being wrong. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong, and then we'll figure it out from there. But until then, I will keep my prejudices because I can back them up with history.
I've already proved you wrong.
Fair enough, man. That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
Well, who's that? Wait, who is that? Flow State or John?
No, that was me that said that.
Okay. Hey, John was trying. Listen. Hey, Uncle Jeff. John was trying to cross the street. He asked you one question, and you just like totally took over.
Bad. I ate the
John did not get a segment at all, and Trucker didn't get in there, and King Rooster either. That's why Joe Cool left. Hey, yo,
I'm watching the grill right now, sizzle. So go ahead, fellas, keep cooking.
Hey, John, go ahead. You got it.
Yeah,
what were your questions, John? What were your questions, John? Go ahead, sir. Because he looks like my dad, even though he doesn't act like my dad.
Yeah, people accuse me of asking a lot of questions, but it's kind of how you get to, understanding of people. And, Uncle Jeff, you came on with a blast earlier in the other show. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned you had property, and I'm assuming you have money, and now you mentioned that you're pro-black. And so, I'm sorry?
I'm broke, man.
And there's nothing wrong with it. I can appreciate that. And so I always ask the people that say they're pro-black a couple of questions. Do you have your money in black banks?
Absolutely. My money is with One United Bank here in Los Angeles.
Well, there you go. And you say you bought some property. Did you buy property in like black neighborhoods? Or, like, do you live in a black neighborhood?
I live in a black neighborhood, and my property out of state is in black neighborhoods. And I also have other property that's commercial.
I think you really have a story to tell in that sense, because I wouldn't have known you had money in a black bank. Most black people who are pro-black don't. And I think if you came off and you mentioned that earlier, like you invested, like you're putting your money where your mouth is. Because Tommy mentioned in the earlier show, kind of that point. I think he said he bought property in East Point. From my memory, it's not white area, it's not Buckhead. And so I think your point would go over even more, if you put some details behind what you were saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, sure. I don't like to put other people's business out about them. I'm really oversharing with my money.
Yours. No, yeah. No, I mean, when you were saying how you own property, a lot of times black men will attain some success and then they move, and they'll express a pro-black sentiment from afar. And so I think with you have your money in the black bank, you're investing in black neighborhoods. I think that goes a long way, in terms of improving some of the black things that you want to improve. If you let them know, hey, just talking to you, doing it,
Yeah.
John, I have a quick question for you, John. Just curious. What are some of the deterrents or some of the things that you think are wrong with being pro-black?
Well, I think, as I said, many of the black people that I talk to, and, I'm a landlord, and I've been a landlord pretty much all my life, and many black people will express they're pro-black, but as soon as they get enough money to get the hell away from black people, they get the hell away from them, and they'll move into the whitest neighborhood they can afford. They'll take their children out of the public schools in the ghettos, and if they can afford it, they'll send them to private school, or not. They just go to the whitest neighborhood they can find, and then when they get to their white neighborhood, they look back and they start screaming pro-black stuff, George Floyd, but they moved away from George Floyd. They don't want to live around George Floyd. And
wait, so your sentiment is that the majority of the people who are protesting or who are speaking up for black people are people who are were in the struggle but moved outside of the struggle and moved away from their people? That's what you believe?
No, I'm saying like most of the educated people, hell, probably most of the blacks in the comments panel, if they had some money, they're gonna get the hell away from black people. Years ago, man, when I first got to DC and I started picking up on what the hell was going on, I used to offer blacks. I said, hey, I'll give you a place free to live in the ghetto. No blacks ever took me up on it because they don't want to live in the ghetto, man, around other black people. They can't say it, but they don't want
conflating poverty with black.
Where your mouth is. And you'll see black people go and pay damn near their whole salary to live in a one-bedroom apartment in some of these inner cities to get the hell away from blacks. They could live in the ghetto probably for half the price, but they don't. And I think it's the lie that have to live. And they don't want to live around black people.
So what do you say to Flow State's comment? And I'm gonna let Flow State get in here because he makes a good point. He's saying, listen, you're talking about poverty instead of really about race. It's a thing of poverty. People don't want to live in impoverished areas. People want. See, this is the thing that a lot of people miss, right? Real quick. Let me just preface this real fast. The thing that people miss is most of us are the same, more similar than we're not, right? Most of us want a quality life, a quality lifestyle. We want our children to go to good schools and be educated. We want a safe environment for our families and for ourselves. We want clean water and health care and an ability to earn an honest wage. Most of us want that type. Am I incorrect? Am I missing something? Is that not what most people want?
Yeah. I think you're missing the nuance of things. That's what I think you're missing.
What's the nuance that I'm missing?
What you just expressed to me was a lot of boilerplate. People want good schools. That's true. But along the spectrum, right? I used to live in Brooklyn. And I had a white neighbor. He wasn't
what
white,
part of Brooklyn? You probably my father's brother because you look just like that, man. I'm trying to tell you. What part
of Brooklyn? I was in Crown Heights.
Okay.
And so Albanian, one of my neighbors came up to me. He says, man, if you're familiar with Brooklyn, in the summertime, the music is bumping, bro.
I'm from Brooklyn too, and I live in Alabama, ironically.
So you know the bass gets the bumping in the summertime.
Yes.
The Caribbean, right?
Yes.
This little white guy comes up to me, and I swear I never thought about this at the time. He says to me, "Man, I can't sleep at night because all of the bass." Never bothered me. Never even thought about it. I sleep soundly. But the white guy next door to me couldn't deal with it. And my dad once said to me, he said, "Son, I got the ear for the ghetto. The music, the shit, black people like bass. Doesn't bother me. Now, if you play some heavy metal or treble, high treble music, I probably couldn't sleep through that." So black people are different. As a landlord, man, I can't put black people. When I put blacks and whites together, it's combustible. So when I hear people talk about diversity, the last thing you want is diversity with people living amongst each other.
Wait. Hold on real quick. Cause I didn't hear an answer to my question in that. I'm gonna be real with you. Number one, I just heard a bunch of talking and words. I didn't hear an answer to that. And you look like my dad, but I ain't gonna give you no praise.
Repeat your question again for me.
Okay, my question was, I prefaced my question by saying it seems to me as most people want the same thing. Most people want a quality life, good clean water, good health care, good schools for their children, so off and so on. And they want to be in a safe environment, right?
And what I said to you, in general, you're correct. When you say a nice, quiet environment, well, what's quiet? Quiet is relative.
Well, I didn't say quiet. I said, okay, yeah, that's relative.
I mean, even if something is quiet, how do you define that? Quiet.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, I said a nice environment. I think he added the nuance of quiet.
I'm just saying, even if you break apart his arguments, what do you mean by quiet?
My sweet dick. Can we land on peaceful?
Yes, safe. Let's just say safe. Jesus.
Okay. Look, let me finish. Let me.
Why do we major in minor things? I don't understand this. Like, why do we major in minor?
Like everyone has a different opinion, definition of all those things that you mentioned. So I won't go back over them. You say everyone wants a nice environment. Okay, cool. What's nice is relative. Black people are okay with a little bit of shooting, a little bit of loud noise.
Wait, what black people did you know are okay with a little bit of shooting? Wait a minute, what's okay? What black people do you know are okay with a little bit of shooting?
Let me rephrase it. It wouldn't happen to this extent if it wasn't accepted. You have to understand that. You have to be willing to accept it.
If you won't understand what?
Take away the guns. Take away the shooting. Let's just go to the music.
Take away the shootings?
Forget about the shooting. Let's just focus on music. Black people, by and large, are okay with the music amped up a little bit louder. The bass. Okay. In their neighborhoods, in their houses, in their rooms.
You're working off the goofy
when they have a birthday party. If you can't agree to that,
but what does that have to do with?
What does the bass have to do with culture?
Hold on, John. Hold on, real quick, John. Let's say that we all agree to that's true, and pronounce your name again one more time,
Kazum.
Like Kazum said. What does that have to do with? What does that have to do with? I don't understand. What does that have to do with the culture? What does that have to do with? What are you trying to get at? Because it doesn't make sense. It's not connecting. It sounds a lot.
What I'm getting at is that people are different. While in general, they may want the same thing. They want food. Some people want fine food. Some people eat. Well, I'm just using that as an example. What I'm saying is that people are different. And even in their living standards, black people play their music louder.
But you said, wait. I can't let you get away with that, John, because I'm a good listener. One of the things I am is a very, very good listener. And when you first, hold on real quick. When you first gave the introduction, you said that you were a landlord and you own property in the hood, basically, and you could not get any black people to come and live in a property in the hood. So if your premise is black,
I didn't say that exactly. So I can, if you let me look. What I said was, what I noticed that black people were pro-black with no meaning behind it. I used to offer black people, hey, if you're really down with the hood, I'll give you a place to live in the hood for free.
Okay.
not one black ever took me up on.
That's what I just said. Okay, listen, hold on.
No. You didn't listen. I was open to the
Okay, but that's even worse. Hold on, stop, John. That's even worse. That proves my point even more. What I'm saying to you is, if you offered it them to for free and they didn't have to pay for it, that means that they don't want to live in those substandard conditions. It's not about necessarily being around black people. It's about being in an impoverished area, like my man Flow State was saying. It's about the quality of life. And that's what I'm saying. Most people hold on, no. John, hold on a second, because this is my show. So hold on one moment, if you don't mind. Sure, most people want a quality lifestyle, no matter what race, gender, creed, or color they are. They want a quality environment. They want their children, if they had the choice, to go to good schools. They want their children to be in a safe environment. It's not about color that they don't want to be around black people. No, they don't want to be in an impoverished area. You said it's in the hood. Who wants to be in the hood if we don't have?
Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Do you think that black people and white people have different tolerance levels for, let's say, crime, as an example, or loud music? So some black people will say, you know what, the loud music doesn't bother me as much.
Okay.
But listen. So what I'm saying is that although everyone may want good schools for their kids, that's relative. Everyone may want a safe community, but it's relative. You can't tell me that the black people have allowed this level of shooting, violence, deterioration.
Why is it relative? Why is it relative? Why is it relative?
Hold on real quick, because he asked me. Time out. One mic. Go ahead, because he asked me. But hold on. There is a timer, sir. There is a timer, and this is the thing, right? I can answer you real quick. Let me just answer you. The truth. You trying to make it seem like you like chaotic. Y'all people, like, the stretches that y'all make are ridiculous. Like, to make y'all point. And let me just say this. Y'all might be some smart people. I don't know, right? It's hard to tell. But it's interesting that you would say, oh, well, black people like shootings and black people like to be in crime. Like, that's the most asinine statement, or the most asinine line of thinking possible. It's not even logical. So let me just say this. Number one, yes, white and black people can live together in a peaceful environment and cohabitate. I know, because I've lived in a lot. I see your hand, Uncle Jeff. I lived in a lot of environments that have both black people and white people in them. Now, number one, I'm a person that, yes, I'm from Brooklyn. Yes, I live in Alabama, but I've also have the pleasure of growing up and living in Arizona. At the time that I lived in Arizona, I was the only, I was the only, beside my sister and one other little black girl, to go to the whole school. And I remember that was third grade. And I remember her to this day. So I've grew up in environments around all white people. I've grew up in environments around all black people. I've grew up in environments around a nice mixture of both. And yes, we can get along. And yes, we can adhere. The thing about it is, again, if you're a person that believes in living a quality lifestyle, if you're a person that has pride in yourself and have pride in your upkeep, then you're gonna be a quality person. If you're a person that has a low esteem of yourself and a low esteem of your value, you're gonna have a low quality lifestyle. So, and that is not particular to any particular race, creed, or color. There's white people that live in the trailer parks that are called AKA trailer trash or white trash. There's black people that live in opulent states, Baldwin Hills, Beverly Hills, all the hills. So to say that, just because you're black or just because you're white, you're gonna be in a certain environment, you're gonna be a particular type of person is ridiculous. It doesn't even make any sense.
All I can know is that it is.
Sir?
I've seen the way that blacks live. Most people have never been inside of the homes of blacks the way I had. Most people haven't.
Oh my God, bro!
Cool. I know, oh my God!
Let him finish real quick. Please let him finish. Let him finish real quick. You got 1 minute, sir.
I can show you some pictures that'll make you say, "Oh my God!" Yeah, I can show you some pictures. But most black people have never seen how other blacks live, other than once they come outside their home. I've seen how blacks and whites live. To some extent, there's some overlap, but to a large extent, you're incompatible with living with each other. to my best, I try my best not to mix them because there's always conflict. That's just what I've seen.
Good, Trucker. All right, shout out to you. That's your experience.
That's his story. That's his story is. But
that's fair.
Look, it don't work like this. Look,
Uncle Jeff, hold on, King Rooster. Trucker yells next, and then Uncle Jeff, and then you.
Boy, you dodging these questions like John Wick right now.
His name is John, by the way.
Like listen, man. I get the fact that you think this stuff going. I love my music. So do white folks. They love their music too. White people got subs also. You know what I'm saying? The same type of neighborhoods that we got, they got them too. It's different. Okay? The same way you see black people's homes in the hood, the same way they got them in theirs. Okay? So you got to stop that. You have to. Listen, here's the point. When you grow up in these type of environments for real, the goal is to get out of these situations. Point blank. That's why they're not going back majority of the time. The point is to do better so the next generation of your family won't have to go through the things that you go through.
But his premise, Trucker, his premise is that they're going to get away from black people.
No, they just going to get a better environment, yo. Like I said, they're
hold
here
on,
in
peace
Texas,
of mind. You're down the line.
There's a side of town called
the
DeSoto. Okay. DeSoto down here outside of Dallas, where it's a giant black community.
No.
King Rooster.
Wait, hold on, Vic.
No, there are
Vic,
certain black
hold on,
people.
Vic. Hold on, please have decorum, brother. Otherwise,
there is a community.
Okay, King Rooster, chill out.
King Rooster.
That's crazy to have to call you that.
There's a big side of town where it's nothing but black people and all that, but they out here doing their thing. They got their own community, they got their own homes, they got their own stores, grocery stores, the whole 9 yards. They out here living it, and most of the people that I talk to that live in that city came from Oak Cliff. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man.
Should we be segregated?
Like, what you trying to put out here, huh?
Should we be segregated?
We are segregated. We are segregated. Whether we do
I'm asking whether we should be.
Wait.
Should be.
We are.
Should be segregated.
Wait, okay. He said, "Should we? Should we?" So can you answer that question that he asked? He asked, "Should we?" What do you think, Uncle Jeff? Should we be segregated, sir?
Well, how much time do I have? Because I really wanted to deal with John. That's two really big. These are two really big subjects that we're trying to put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. Should we be segregated? If you mean by finance, we already are. If you mean by
socially,
I think next to crack, the King James version of the Bible and the handgun, nothing has hurt black people worse than integration. I think that we were foolish to leave our own buses to fight to ride the back of yours. I think that we should absolutely segregate. I think that now that doesn't mean trade. That means congregate and then consecrate and set yourself aside and give yourselves time to heal. There's a ton of shit I could hit back with what John was talking about, but I'll just deal with segregation. I don't think segregate means don't interact with white people, don't trade with white people or any other people. Koreans,
so basically, you agree with Booker T. Washington.
Oh no, let him continue though. As far as what that means.
Go ahead, Uncle Jeff.
It means
I need your microphone.
It means basically, do you think that if the NFL was 85% Armenian, do you think the Koreans would own it? No, I don't.
Wow! No, that's a good question.
Yes, exactly, brother.
Wow, I didn't expect that at all.
In order, we'll just buckle up, bro. Don't slow down the conversation by pointing out my genius. The point is this: is that if black people were to truly segregate, we would come into power if we were to take what was ours back and trade it properly. Sports, music, culture, technology, the things that we give, if we own them and we were to take them and use them and trade them properly, absolutely, I am all for that. I'm not for us not being around people. What I
mean, I think,
and I'll say this,
pushing that sort of thing that sounds great, but when it comes to the general push in society, I don't know whether that will. I don't think. How do you separate one from the other?
Here's how you do it, Kasum. Here's how you do it. You get rid of. There's a generation. Believe it or not, myself and Chaotic Truth believe this. There's a generation that needs to die off. The generation of black people who had the "we shall overcome" carrot dangled in front of them has to die. And what's coming after them is the black people who are the babies of crack babies, who did not see any of the American dream. Those people are not having it. Those are the people that you see waking up in the NFL and NBA and discussing having their own and what their own means, and seeing the damage that, say, people think is a hero, Jackie Robinson, did by crossing over. Had he not, all of the black great baseball players you can name, you'd have had to see in the Negro leagues. All I'm saying is that in order to develop our own economy, we have to stop chasing the farts of white people.
We are living in an economy that includes a whole bunch of people. You're discussing something that says no, we should have a small economy that does these things.
No, it's not. That's not at all what I said. How does this, other than crashing the global economy, how does this exclude you? It's Super Bowl Sunday. There's a coin toss. Each of the teams go to either field. The ball is kicked off. They run and meet each other in the middle, hug, and say, "We out. We finna start our own shit." You can start your own football. Shit. You can still watch.
Wait, hold on,
I'm
real
try
quick.
To cross this street one more fucking time. You can still watch football. It just belongs to us. You can still watch basketball. It just belongs to us. The music that we make belongs to us. I'm not saying that you can't watch football. I'm saying that instead of the money going to people who never played, who are as close to plantation owners as I can think of anyone in modern society, it goes to us. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm hoping for. And it more than likely won't happen before I die, because too many black people, they're black people. Most black people aren't concerned with what has been done to them. They're concerned that white folks don't love them yet. So you really don't have to worry about that. That's why what I'm saying is considered radical. It's crazy to think we should own our own leagues. It's crazy to think we should own all our own shit the way that other people do. And as long as that's crazy, you have nothing to worry about.
Well, let me let Peace of Mind get in here, and then I gotta let my man State get in here too. Go ahead, Peace of Mind. What do you want to say?
Hey guys, I just wanted to speak on the impoverished issue really fast. You know, our own communities are impoverished because of us. Like, you can have 10 of us going around the city picking up trash, and then the rest will just ride past and throw the chip bag and Jolly Ranchers and, you know, hot Cheetos right out the window. And so it's also just a lack of manners, you know, and a lack of appreciation. We talk about the elders and we always talk about how hard they worked and our grandparents and stuff, but we also act ashamed of them. You know, there's a saying going around now, "Oh, I'm not my elders," or "I'm not my ancestors," as if they were weak or something. And so I think we lost some of those good characteristics and traits that they had at once upon a time. And another thing, even within our own community, we all want a good quality of life, but we shouldn't have to escape to go to a white community to get that. We should have our we should have good schools within our own cities. You know, you shouldn't have to go outside the city for that if we're really serious about it. And that requires for the parents to be involved, for everybody to show up. You know, I'm sorry, I don't want to go on and on, but I just wanted to share that little bit because some perspectives can come from dealing with individuals on a one-to-one basis.
Yeah, appreciate that input. What do you think? What do you think overall, Flow State? You seem like you had a lot on your mind. What are you thinking right now about the conversation?
Well,
what do you get?
I think that there's a lot of people conflating or confusing what is a poverty issue and what is a race issue across the board. I think that saying that this is our neighborhood is just overtly false. It's a poverty issue. Now there is wealth distribution differences, that's no doubt, but you got to look for the causal things. I don't know that. I mean, I think the whole focus on race at all is really sort of absurd. It's a trait that you're born with. It says nothing about who you are at all. I don't claim all white people. I don't know if you all claim all black people, but
no, we agree with that.
It just seems like a weird obsession that is, and then you got people like John, who's basing his opinions off the most absurd caricature stereotypes around. Like, what are
the chaotic camp? Hey, Flow State, he's from the chaotic camp. What you expect, man?
Like, how did subs get in my car?
That's what I'm confused right now. That's why I'm like, what? White people like music too? What are we talking about?
Yeah. And to think that black people like more gun violence than white people do is crazy. Like I thought Uncle Jeff was going to be the craziest one up here. Now I don't think he is. I think he's second.
Oh no! So Uncle Jeff, please, you got 2 minutes, sir. Please address the brother. Thank you, Torrance Moore. I appreciate it. Please address John with the points that you would like to, sir. And then I'm gonna give it to Chaotic Truth.
Well, quickly, John, with regard to the homes you referred to and the squalor and the filth that you see when you go in certain black people's homes, I refer you to the documentaries that were done on the inbred people of the Appalachian Mountains. And there are no black people who live there. I understand where your point of reference comes from, but it's not unlike police officers who I like to say deal in society shit so much that everything that they touch begins to smell and look like shit to them, to include their families, their homes, and the people they meet, because they deal with society's worst. Because you have dealt with so many people in an impoverished mind state, it leads you to believe that the inside of everybody's home or many black people's homes look a certain way. And I can promise you, I could take you to some homes right here in the ghettoest ghetto of Los Angeles that you could drop a slice of pizza upside down behind the toilet and eat it because it's so clean. This is an impoverished mind state. Broke is a state of finance. Poor is a state of mind. And you have had a lot of poor renters who have treated themselves and their families poorly, which leads you to believe with a blanket narrative that this is how poor people live. This is why we disagree, because I know some of the filthiest folks we know. That's a joke in white and black people's houses, how filthy white folks are. I don't know. It's white people that tell you that a dog's mouth is cleaner than yours because he got enzymes in it. Well, I want to know, when he does he put the enzymes on his balls when he licks them off his ass or not?
This motherfucker Jeff.
Which is why we don't.
This motherfucker Jeff.
And I have and I'll end with this question. Because I don't like to talk about people behind their back. Brother Chaotic, when you said that you identify as white, and my question while you were gone was, how white are you? Are you white enough to show up at a Klan rally? Are you white enough to?
I'm not a racist white. Why would I show up at a Klan rally?
No. I didn't.
Why are those the same thing? Why are those the same thing?
Wait a minute. Whoa, Jack, Uncle Jeff, wait a minute. Hold on. I identify as a white guy. Yes. But I'm not a racist white. Why would I go to a Klan rally?
Well, no.
You hate niggas, though. He hates niggas.
You hate niggas. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, brother. Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Most people at Klan rallies aren't racist. They're bigots. They're active bigots. They're not racists.
Well, I'm not a bigot either. I'm not a racist.
Okay.
What's the distinction?
Well, again, okay. Well, maybe my question wasn't clear enough. Are you white enough to show up undetected if your truck were to get a flat tire in front of a group of people burning a 15-foot lowercase t? Are you white enough to go ask somebody to help you change that flat?
Uncle Jeff, believe it or not, yes. And I'm gonna tell you a story. I had a sorry ass individual staying in my house one time. And I told I'm gonna be real quick, Izzy. Sorry ass nigga staying in my house. Him and his girl left the car in the driveway. I said, bro, come get your car. Come get your car. He didn't come get his car. So after about 2-3 weeks, I called the tow truck. I called him. I said, yo, man, I'm about to tow your car away from me. He said, I don't care, man. Just tow the motherfucker. Like, all right. It was a white boy from the rural parts of Ohio. He came with his tow truck, had a swastika on his chest or whatever. I could see it through the wife beater. Me and him had a pleasant conversation for about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, truth be told, you're more likely to get help by those people burning that cross than some niggas. Hell yeah. Oh, I feel safe doing that. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
Well, you sound like the woman in the bear. Wait. He sound like those women in those bears. Like that's crazy.
You deserve to get slapped.
But again,
Good night, guys.
I don't ask the question
Good night.
to do anything other than illuminate his particular position. I don't judge his position. I don't agree with it. But I don't judge it. If you think you're that white, then I suppose you are.
Can I respond here to Uncle Jeff?
Sure.
Uncle Jeff, I've probably seen maybe 35, 40 years. I guess it's 2 generations of young black men come through my houses. And I probably would say I've seen a decline in them. They used to come and they'd be aspirational 20 years ago.
Sure.
Now they're not aspirational. They're not moving on to anything greater. And I look at the way they live, and I know this is not all blacks, but this is the nation's capital. A lot of, the blacks with some abilities are here. And I look at how they live, and I just don't see how they're capable of doing anything much more than menial labor. Because if you can't keep your room halfway clean, and I can show you pictures that would blow your mind, then there's really no way you can succeed in a very technological America where software can really drive you down into dust, into the ground. And that has just shaped my opinion. I just,
we agree.
And the same people that you see out on the street corners. So you mentioned earlier that some poor blacks where you can go in their house and eat. Well, I was told that blacks had to work 10 times as hard. And I ain't seen no blacks work 10 times as hard as nobody all my life. So maybe it was said, but it wasn't done. And you look in these communities out in the streets where it's filthy, trash blowing up and down the street. They bring that same trash mentality back in their homes. You think they just live on the street and come back home and they're neat and clean?
No, but I also don't think again that you can draw those lines purely upon race, because again, speaking of one of those brothers who worked 10 times as hard, on this screen there's one above you that was a United States Marine, and there's something about grouping a bunch of people together. This is what happened when and I'll say this, I'll get out of the way. When we were turned over, when I got to boot camp, the second week I was there, we were turned over to our drill instructors. My senior drill instructor says, okay, I want my kikes over here. I want my chinks there.
Come on, Uncle Jeff. God damn it. Come on, man. You can't say that stuff on the internet. Man, God dog, fam.
Forgive me.
Y'all don't have no love for my channel at all. You cannot say that stuff on the internet. I've said it 1,000 times, man. This is not that world. You cannot say this is the algorithm that picks up on everything. It's
Okay.
AI.
It's
It's
like the
not
technology
people.
catching up on the black man. The technology will catch the black man every time.
It's not about the
Okay.
black man. It's about, yo, what in the world? Could you possibly think that that's an all right word to say in this environment?
Okay. Forgive me. It could be, and I apologize again. Would you like me to just drop the story or try to tell it without those words?
I would like for you to tell it without those words, please and
Okay.
thank you.
My drill instructor says, I want my flying kites over there. I want my pinks over there. And the word that I seem to be able to say with no problem with the AI is I want my niggas right over there. As we all went where we thought he said, all of you are wrong. You are all equally worthless, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit that if your parents had any way to get you out of this, they would have. You are here because you may be called upon to die for one another. You are here to see if you deserve to be United States Marines. And once we became Marines, all this shit faded. I was around white boys that listened to really loud rock music. And I was around brothers that listened to really loud hip hop and really loud country. And we all dressed differently and we acted differently, but we were aware that we were in the same situation. So this concept that you have, that because you have seen so many black people do so much filthy and so much trifling ass shit that I don't like either, your opinion is that all of those people in all of those areas all think the same way. And brother, I submit to you that you are wrong. And I also submit to you that black people do not have a monopoly on filth.
I didn't say all.
All right.
Okay, no, I'm not. Okay, well, fine. You
Okay.
didn't say all. Forgive me for using the word all. You have a pervasive attitude that because you have dealt with so many black people, that makes up an overwhelming majority of what you have seen. And I submit to you that outside of that, without going to some fringe, I can find you plenty of clean homes in poor neighborhoods. And I apologize for the filthy, funky, trifling ass people you have had to deal with. But
Can you find me a clean black?
Evidently I got to be the Negro that's gonna take
Hold
something
on.
because evidently I
No,
ain't
you
been
don't.
acknowledged.
Hold on, man. You've been
Yeah,
in and
I'm
out
gonna
the.
be that
Hold on.
motherfucker.
Hold on,
Yeah.
man. God, man. Yo,
Yeah.
you been.
Don't make
Obviously
me put
y'all
my
don't know
boot
that.
shiesty
Hold
on.
on. Yo, I don't give a damn about none of that. Y'all don't. Obviously, y'all don't know that I've been streaming almost 11, 12 hours, and obviously y'all don't know me well enough to understand that. Yo, y'all gotta chill out, man, for real. Like at the end of the day, chill out. Yo, you not even you still talking, my man. Yo, you are after daggone Ron Mac. Can we please have
I ain't
some
nothing
etiquette?
else.
Yo, fam, you've been in and out the whole time. You've been dropping and coming back, dropping and coming back. So when you do that on my stream, you lose your place in line. I'm just gonna let you know that. So I don't know if you know that.
It's all
But
good.
go
It's
ahead,
all
Ron
good.
Mac,
Is it
and then King Rooster after that. Go ahead, man. What's up,
I
Ron
want to
Mac?
hear what this nigga got to say.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead, King Rooster. You got it. He gave
Lordy
you his
Jesus. Nah,
Yo, somebody hit my
I
Cash App, man. Somebody hit my Cash App and
so
support
okay.
my show. This is crazy, yo. This is the
When it,
amount of craziness is
look,
crazy.
I've been listening for like all day, and I've been up here just as long as y'all been up here. And it's certain people that got to be weeded out, bro, because all this when people shoot shots, it got to be checked though. But the whole thing about the division and separation, when people are intentionally doing what they are doing to start like mental wars and physical wars between people that they might not be fighting in, those are the people that need to be weeded out. See that Negro chaotic truth. He's the Sambo. He's the Negro that's gonna start the fight and run the fuck off. It's people in jail right now. It's this shit right now, and they are gonna remember you. You better not get caught drinking and driving and have to go in, because the Negroes that you talking about you hate, you're gonna be surrounded about. When you get your tray, you might not eat, my good sir. You better stop playing on this internet because you think this internet is just out in the world. No, they giving iPads to the motherfucking prisoners, my good sir. So when you fall from your high throne in your lap of luxury and have to fall up under a man that's so-called in your mind inferior than you, when they pass out them trays, you should better hope you eat, nigga, because it's gonna be a Negro over you that might be smaller than you, might be a little bit dumber than you, Negro, and you gonna see what it really is.
Oh Lord.
And the
Out
big,
where he live
yeah.
ain't none.
Hey, hold on. Please let Vic finish. Please go ahead.
But I'm just saying, man, it's people getting on this internet thinking ain't no consequences behind what they do, right? But just like all them high siding, living this great lifestyle thing. Look, the moment you go out and meet that little girl or whatever you think you gonna meet, and you can sip one drink. No, I don't give a damn. Or you can be married
Wrap it up,
and you can sip
B.
one drink and
Wrap
take
it
your
up.
wife on an extra.
That Vic, how you talking through the daggone joint? How you got that kind of
Yeah,
mic?
because I'm that nigga though.
Okay,
I'm
that
that
nigga. Okay, brother, your time is up though. Shout out to you.
Oh, damn.
I'm mad that you waited that long to say that. That's what I'm upset about.
No,
shout
but
out
I'm
to
just
you.
saying. I'm just
I'm
saying
upset
though.
that
He
you
better
waited
know.
that long.
believe
That's
I gave my spot to
yeah,
Vic to say that
that's your
shit.
fault, Ron Mac. Go ahead. It's your turn. You got 2 minutes.
Where Chaotic stay,
I
he ain't
gave
got to
my
worry about that.
spot up for it.
That's why I say, let me hear what this nigga has to say.
He
Let's
had
play this
nothing
bullshit.
of value to
Do
add
not
to the
respond to
conversation.
Vic, please.
Shout out to Vic. Nothing
Just
of
leave it
value to add
alone.
to the
Uncle Jeff, what it do, man? Izzy, what it do, Izzy?
Hey, how can you do that? Hold on real quick. Let me ask Flo. What's up, man? Let me ask Flo State. How can you do that, bro? How does that work?
Oh, I'll type some instructions in the back, but you know what rating is, right? You've been rated?
No,
Well,
I've never done that before. I don't
Okay,
think.
I'll tell you how to do it in the back. We don't need to take up the conversation for it, but I see that you're at like 11 hours, and YouTube doesn't keep streams over 12.
Over 12, right? That's what I was saying. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I just let me know in the back. Go ahead. My man Ron Matt, you got it. Sorry about that, y'all.
Fellas. How y'all doing, Mr. John? How you doing, Chaotic, Uncle Jeff, Izzy, John,
What's up, man?
Trucker, Vic, crazy ass. What's up, y'all, man? I wanted to ask my man Chaotic because he's trolling like a motherfucker. You gotta stop trolling like it, bro. He don't give a fuck. But anyway, he's serious though. But
He's trolling, but he's serious.
John,
Which one is it?
listen, man, let me talk, Izzy.
Yes,
John,
sir. Sorry.
I want to ask you a question. Is Chaotic white? Can he consider himself white?
You talking to me?
No. Yeah, we're gonna go all the way around. But I was asking Flo.
No, he's talking about Chaotic. He was talking directly to Chaotic.
No, I was talking to Flo.
What?
I don't know why I called you John. My bad, bro. Flo
Flow
State.
State.
The name because he
Flow
got
State.
The
Here you go. Flow State.
Is he white enough to be? Is Chaotic white enough to be white? Can he consider himself white?
I'm not the guardian of whiteness. If he wants to have his white card, I'll give it to him.
There you go. Cool. So you white now. Man.
If you were the guardian of whiteness, would you grant him the whiteness that he needs?
No,
I would never
want
want that.
Coat.
You would never want to be the guardian of whiteness.
No, because I would just resolve it. I'd be like, you know what? This is an arbitrary division. We might as well be, dividing people up by what sports team they like. It's that meaningful to me.
That's hilarious.
I like that.
That's hilarious.
You know what, Ron Mac? You know what? I finally decided we're trading Chaotic Truth for Flow State. We're trading him. There is no discussion.
Y'all never had Chaotic Truth on your team anyway. Chaotic Truth was never on your team. I don't know why you thought
Flow
he was
State,
ever
my
on your
white boy.
team.
Wait, did I just get the N-word pass?
Hey.
No. Don't get that comfortable, Flow State.
Flow State always been my white boy.
Nah,
fuck
but
that.
Don't get that comfortable, sir.
That's my goddamn white boy.
Well,
y'all can't have him.
He said, do I get the N-word pass? No, that'd be a hard no. Sir.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord. Hey, Chaotic, what's up, man? Chaotic hasn't spoken in a while. I know it's killing him. He loves to hear the sound of his own voice. Go ahead, sir. How you doing, man? Good. What would you like to say? Did you find any facts to rebut me yet?
I just, to answer your question, no. I can't rebut science fiction, bro. But what I can say is, you niggas are gonna be shooting dice in the year 2500 while the white man is colonizing Alpha Centauri, man. You should listen to yourselves, man. I mean, the amount of ignorance, man. You know, it's really sad, to be honest with you, man. Like the fact that, no offense, it's like the idea.
Can I get
Hey, hold on. No, let him talk, man. Vic, good gracious.
Vic, we let you say that bullshit that you said. Let that man finish, man.
Jesus, Jiminy Crickets. Because he's really, Uncle Jeff spent the most time talking, so that's interesting. Go ahead, Chaotic, you got it.
So being white is not a skin tone. First of all, Jesus Christ, Flow State is actually pink, and I'm actually brown. But whiteness is a philosophy. It's an idea. It's culture. Whites embrace, now typically people who are pink or people who are European, they embrace a culture of ingenuity, exploration, ideas, thoughts, expressions, human rights that are unprecedented in human history. It's behavior. You ever notice when you speak proper English around blacks, Africans, you ever notice when you bring up an idea, you either get called weird or a nerd or you're acting white? Clearly, even black people can see the difference. They're saying that you are acting white. You're acting like culturally, you are acting white because that is their culture. The thing is that I would implore any black man with some level of intelligence, stop. Leave black people behind, man. Leave them behind, because I'm telling you, man, you guys don't get what's happening to this world, man. This world is changing so fast.
You sound so sweet. I want to see how your skin tastes, boy. I'll bite you, boy.
What in the world? Wait a minute. Hold on. You're not helping us at all. You're not helping us at all, man.
Izzy, I sit here.
Hey,
Izzy,
I apologize.
Izzy, I sit here for 30 minutes. I said for 30 minutes it was quiet, right? I didn't speak.
I apologize about that.
I'm almost done.
Go ahead.
I'm almost done, man.
That's
crazy.
African.
A lot of you black
taste high blood.
A lot of you, I'm almost done. A lot of you blacks have destroyed your brains with marijuana and alcohol, on top of the fact that possibly you already had low IQs. You engage yourself in nothing but ignorance and violence and pretty much just trying to have sex with some broad. And you're not seeing the real past before your eyes, man. This world is going, listen, AI is going to destroy a lot of jobs that a lot of blacks and people with lower IQs have. So I don't know what you're going to do in the next 20, 30 years.
And
you
that is a lie. That's
hold on,
a lie.
Hold on, man. Jesus. Hey, Chaotic, you got, hold on. I'm gonna give you, just because of Vic, I'm gonna give you 30. I'm gonna give you one more minute because of Vic.
That's all I need, one more minute. You're gonna have to be scientifically literate. You're gonna have to be mathematically literate. You're gonna have to be economically literate. You're gonna have to be very literate of a multitude of things in the future. And I'm telling you, man, from what I see when I go out, black people, man, we are lost, bro. And you guys think that I'm trolling? No, sir.
Now he's
no,
saying
sir,
we.
man. I thought I had a minute left.
You have to do is learn how
hold
to
on,
run
Vic. Why do you
tape
keep
measure.
Vic? Why do you keep talking over this man? Like, chill out.
Because Izzy, I'm telling you, he doesn't have the comprehension skills. He's violent. If I was in front of him, he might attack me. You already said.
I'm a primitive nigga. I'm that nigga.
Well, and what I'm trying to tell you is that
he's on maximum mute now.
What I'm trying to tell you is that I'm telling you, man, this planet is going into a different future. And I'm telling you, a lot of you blacks are gonna be left behind, man. That's all I can say, bro. Go ahead.
All right, yo, Jesus.
You better identify as white.
So, did you set up the stream yet, Flow State?
Sorry, I'm doing it right now.
Okay, just let me know when you finish setting it up.
Okay. All right. Okay, go ahead.
Come on,
man.
I
go
can't
ahead.
stand this shit.
Are you trying to go the whole next hour?
Person need to know how to do.
Yeah, I'll just go on 1 more hour, man. After that, I'm gonna quit. I've been streaming 12 hours, man. I'm good.
And I'm gonna come to your.
I'm gonna send everybody over there to you, though, Flow State.
The only black person has to do is know how to live, not outside of their means, and learn how to run a tape measure or get into building or skills like plumbing, hands-on work. See, this Negro here, he's talking about technology. Okay, if technology is far beyond your reach and you are not a reader, a writer, or a good speller, only thing you got to do is learn to work with what you got. The world is not over because you don't know how to operate technology. Because I'm finna show you something. Even with technology, they have to have somebody that is willing to get dirty and get greasy to work on the AI controlled machines. What's wrong with this Negro? Boy, I will tar and feather you and put you, dip
Wait,
you
come
in
on, come
honey
on, come on,
and,
come on. Hey,
and
hey, 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 hey,
bro,
hey, hey, hey,
no,
hey.
y'all,
All of that, no, 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 no. All of that is unnecessary. Oh, shout out to my man JD 1975. My man JD 1975 is live too. So I can send out over there as well. Jesus Christ. Yo,
look at
You
all
need
of
to
what
go
he
holler
said
at
though
JD.
is.
JD.
Look at all of what
so
he said is.
all
What
right,
he
Rahman, you
said,
out?
look,
Yeah,
I
I'm
ain't
out.
I ain't saying it in a
You
bad way.
leaving us, man?
But the other people on the other side understand why they would do that to certain people, bro. I'm a person from Mississippi. I done heard the stories. And then I done shit. Some of these people got pictures in Bibles of what happened. So when it comes down to this Negro right here, what see the problem is what they do that
Talk to
might
him, Vic.
seem egregious to us, they do it for a reason. They weed out and destroy the people that is going to destroy their offspring because they believe in heritage, pride, unity amongst their own god doggone people, and know what we believe in: individuality. That Negro over there can't tell me shit. And then when we get a little bit better than that Negro over there, know what we do? Sit like a fucking fish-eyed fool, like a knot on a log, and say, "I got one more penny than him. I got a penny. I got a penny.
All
I
right,
got a
man.
penny.
All
Hey,
right, all
hey,
right, all
hey,
right,
hey."
all right, all right,
Yeah,
all right.
because
Vic does not
he got
represent
one
us.
penny
He
left.
does not.
No,
Hold
I
on,
don't
Vic.
represent you.
Stop, Vic.
We're getting ready to
No, bro,
trade your
because I
ass,
come
Vic.
from a
We're getting
different
ready to
tribe of
trade you
people,
off the
bro.
team, Vic.
Yeah, I
We
know,
don't do that.
I know. Okay, yo, let me read this. Jesus, Jiminy Crickets. Hey, thank you to 50 Toes. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. He says support. I'm new and in the bushes, my good brother. Thank you for the good business, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Thank you very much to Ramela 747. He said Vic does not represent us. No, he does not. We love him, but he does not represent us. Shout out to man, thank you so much, Kazoom. He said, I don't see a link. Okay, StreamYard, I got that. Shout out to Bob is in the building. What's up, Bob? He says some people think that being pro-black is freedom when in actuality is prison. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting subject. Wow.
That is
Whoa.
an
Mm,
interesting comment.
Whoa, that is a
man.
very interesting
Mm,
comment. Whoa.
that's a good
Man,
topic right
Bob,
there.
where you at, Bob? Jesus. So can you would y'all like to delve that comment? I'm gonna start with John. John, you got 2 minutes, man. Why would being pro-black be actually prison instead of being in freedom? Do you agree
Oh,
with that, or do you disagree?
it's an interesting concept. I can see how blacks are trapped in this pro-blackish thing. What's interesting, many blacks have not even been to Africa. Um, and so I think if they went to Africa, they might, or even other parts of the country or the world, but definitely Africa, it may change their perspective a little bit. That's my 2 minutes. I don't have much to say about Bob's coming.
Okay. What do you say? What do you say about it, chaotic? How's it
I don't need a
got to it?
minute. Being pro-black means being pro-ignorance. If you think being pro-black is going to bring about some sort of freedom, you are absolutely incorrect. All you have to do to look at pro-black nations is look at the African nations, look at the Caribbean nations, look at Brazil. Everywhere blacks go, they destroy. They don't have the intelligence to maintain the systems or the infrastructure. They just don't have it. So when people say they're pro-black, to me it means that you are anti-Western civilization. You are anti-order, and it's actually horrifying. I have a lot of friends to this day are still pro-black. And I'm telling you, man, it's a mental illness, man. You know.
So to be pro the skin that you're in, you believe is a mental illness. To be pro the creators of everything that you see that is great, you have to have a mental illness. To be pro the progenitors of mathematics, science, and architecture is to be pro ignorance.
Yes. Look at any black nation. Look at any black neighborhood. Look at the amount of disorder. Look at the amount of littering, loitering, violence. Black people are violent. Black people are disorderly.
So wait. So when you say that, wait. Hold on.
Can we define what it means to be pro-black?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I can, but hold on. I can, but hold on real quick, Flow State. I need to ask Chaotic a question real quick. So Chaotic, are you telling me that excuse me, that white people by and large, are not violent?
All you have to do is look at their communities, man.
Listen, I'm asking you.
No, they're generally speaking, whites, generally speaking, if it's not something to do with war, whites are generally peaceful people. That's why white women well, I'm asking your question, bro. That's why white women can generally jog at 5 a.m. because that proves the safety of the neighborhood. That proves the safety of the community. I've seen it. I live it around it. I see white women.
Wait. How when it was a white woman that was up here earlier, and she said that white men have a greater propensity to violence than black men, which I would agree with that. Most of the serial deleters are white. Like most of them, you name one. So out of the 100 serial deleters, one of them was black. So most of the serial deleters are white. Most of the warmongers, so forth, so on, have been white. Most of the colonizers are white. So when you say all of that, who have created most of the greatest genocides, some of the greatest atrocities on the earth, how could you possibly I absolutely know my history. I'm willing to go pound for pound, foot for foot. I absolutely know my history.
You do not know history, bro.
I absolutely know history. The people that you love so much, the people that you love so much led crusades. The people that you love so much, set wars across the land.
So did the Chinese. The Chinese are some of the biggest warmongers, man. What are you talking about?
So two things can be true at the same time, but guess who's not some of the biggest warmongers? Black people are not some of the biggest warmongers.
Black people murdered 1 million people just 30 years ago in Rwanda. What are you talking about?
Okay, so you talking about white people that deleted 6 million people just not to come on, man. Like let's don't do that. Who deleted over 30 million people through the trans? Hold on. Who deleted over 3 million people in the transatlantic slave trade?
Man, there weren't even that many Africans on the coast of Africa.
I'm not talking about. I'm saying during the trade itself, during the whole thing, it was more than 33 million black people deleted. What are you talking about?
Do you know the population of Earth back then in the 1700s and 1600s? Do you even know what you're talking about?
Damn, I do know what I'm talking about. I know over the course.
Do you know that?
Hold on, I'm talking. You keep cutting me off. No, I was talking. Yo, shut up, man. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. When you was talking, I gave you an opportunity to talk. Stop playing, Chaotic. Don't play with me. So now, let me finish, and I'm gonna give you the opportunity to talk. You know I'm not gonna talk over you. I'm gonna let you finish. So let me finish. Man, stop being theatrical, man. So this is the thing. So at the end of the day, don't you understand that the chattel slavery was over 200 years in this country? So you're telling me that you think from the whole conception of it, it's impossible to believe over 33 million people were deleted? They say from 1933 to 1945, there was 6 million people deleted. So you're telling me from daggone 16, let's just go from what they say, from 1619 to 1865, there couldn't have been 33 million people deleted during that process, not to mention after that during Reconstruction and Marauders with the KKK and all that stuff. You're telling me that you don't think there's a possibility, even possible, if you count up to 1965, that all those people have been deleted? Go ahead. I'll let you respond. You got it.
You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted the way we like it.
No, sir. You mentioned the transatlantic slave trade as in crossing the ocean. Do you realize, sir, that the United States of America, when the country was first founded, the founders wanted to end slavery? Do you know that was a major discussion? The only reason why they didn't, it was because it was a major economic hub. Do you also know that the transportation of Africans across the Atlantic was made illegal in 1811, sir. Only 3 decades after the formation of the United States, sir. 30 million black people were not killed crossing the Atlantic.
I didn't say, I'm not talking about, I told you, I clarified the statement. What I'm saying is I said chattel slavery in this
No, I
country.
don't believe it. No, I
So,
don't believe
okay,
it. No.
well, the
You're
numbers say
picking and
otherwise.
choosing your slavery
I could
history.
cite my source. But go ahead, Flow
Oh,
State. You was asking a
You're
question.
picking and Izzy, you're picking and choosing which parts of history you want to focus on. It's the transatlantic slave trade is just a tiny sliver of slavery across humanity. It's still going on in a lot of ways, and even choosing to blame that on white people who were the users of it. Why not the black people who sold them? It seems like it's pick and choosing history, but I don't even know that it matters really, because is the point that violence is causal by race? Is race causal in it? Would be my
Uncle
question.
Jeff, I see your hand, but hold on, please. He's talking
I
to
had
me.
an Epstein moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's talking to me.
Okay.
Hey, Bob. Go ahead, Bob. You blacked out, but go ahead. What were you saying? I apologize. What were you saying, Flow State?
My main question is: is it causal? Is race causal to violence? Because that's how we got here on the history of who kills stuff. I don't think it is causal.
What do you mean by that when you say it's race?
Do you think that there is that one race is inherently more violent than others because of their race?
I think that one race is inherently more violent. If let's just say this, if there was a such thing as race, one race is more inherently violent because of the conditions of their circumstance. Yes. So for example,
I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna explain it to you. I got you. Everybody, please mute. So if you have a so-called race of people who grew up in harsh conditions, which meant that their hair is thin, which meant that they have a lot of hair like fur, which meant that their nostrils are thinner because they are taking in cold air, which meant that they have lighter skin because there's not a lot of sun where there was at, which means there's not a lot of vegetation where there's at, which means there's not a lot of agriculture and abundance where there's at. They have a scarcity mindset because they have to hunt, they have to delete, and they have to eat what they delete. So it's a scarcity mindset. It's cold, it's frigid temperatures. And so those people that grew up in that environment absolutely would be far more violent than people who grew up in a tropical area where there's vegetation, where there's abundance at, where the sun is protruding, where their pineal gland is on 10. So absolutely there will be the people whose pineal gland is calcified, the people who grew up in the Caucasus Mountains, the people who did not have those resources and those sources and those ability, absolutely would develop a warlike nature, absolutely would develop a more violent temperament, absolutely, because those are meat eater people. They thrive off meat. They have to eat what they delete. They have to delete, and then they have to spread out in order to find space. And for them, space is limited. So they have a limited scope, a limited mindset, and they're absolutely more violent. So yes, that's the answer to that question.
Mao Zedong killed 80 million people, bro.
Hold on, fam. Listen, I'm talking to Flow State. I don't even know what you're talking about. Go ahead, Flow State.
No, I mean, I was asking your opinion. I think it's sort of absurd. No offense, but I respect that it's yours, and I asked about it, so I don't really have a response to it.
Shout out to you.
Mao Zedong, Izzy killed 80 million people.
I don't know nothing about a Mao Zedong.
I know you don't. I know,
so
that's why.
Listen, I don't know about that, so I can't speak on something I'm not aware of.
Killed 2 million.
Yo, fam. Let's not do that. Now you're picking and choosing the history. You try to add something that we wasn't talking about. So welcome to the conversation, Bob. And Uncle Jeff had his hand raised. So go ahead, Uncle Jeff, and then Bob. I'm gonna let you in after that. How you doing, man?
And come back.
Yes. John, you have to Bob.
I'm familiar with Mao Zedong. I am familiar with the fact that Genghis Khan is 4% of the Earth's population is related to him because of his barbarism, how he came and raped and deleted and pillaged and burnt. I think what we're trying to do here is diminish the present state of violence with regard to black people, and how black people are considered inherently more violent. And the truth is, you kill who, or you delete, excuse me, you delete who you're around. 80% of if black people are so violent, and if it is such a danger for, and this is my issue with people who live outside of the hood talking about how dangerous it is for people who don't live there, then if you could give me the Caucasian body count. We don't even eliminate Caucasians when they eliminate us in the street in cold blood. So the fact that we are violent amongst each other, well, that's what happens when you violence follows poverty. Violence follows conquest and poverty. So with that, especially since their salad is so goddamn good, I'll get back to work. But let's just stop trying to paint that it's always this illusion that black people are somehow more violent.
Nobody said that.
No, I didn't say anyone said it. I said illusion flow. That's why I said that.
Y'all do that, but
Hold
they
on, hold on,
They
time out.
proved that in the study of rats,
Hold on, Vic. Come on, man.
And
Listen, hold on, Uncle Jeff. Hold on. Really, B.O.B. Like, hold on, Uncle Vic. Vic. Let Uncle Jeff finish real fast. Please bring it home, Uncle Jeff. And then I'm gonna give it to B.O.B. and then John Asser. But in the meantime, I'm trying to figure out how to switch this. I'm trying to figure out how to switch this flow state, and I'm having a little bit of issues. I know it says you could say go to the stream in YouTube and then click edit videos. I'm in the stream in YouTube and I don't see an edit videos. But
underneath the window where the video is playing, like right above the title, there should be an edit video option for the stream.
Okay.
Right above the title.
About me.
Yeah. Right below the window, right?
Yeah, right below the window, like where the play on TV and the full screen and the theater mode and stuff is at. Mini player and the settings.
Here, you know what? Let me I'll share my screen and walk you through it if you want, so we can continue the conversation. And
yeah. Well, yeah. Go ahead, Uncle Jeff. I apologize, and then I'm gonna let B.O.B. get in it, and then he's gonna show me how to do this.
Let me not say what anyone else is saying. Let me come on up the street with it. Any comparison of black violence to white violence in America is fucking laughable. Let me just say, let me put it right where it go. Right there. And with regard to, I don't know if anybody here is familiar with the B-52 known as the Enola Gay, but that is the airplane.
B-29.
Oh, B-29. Thank you, brother. The B-29 that dropped the bomb in Japan. That was some white folks that prayed before they did that and killed all them Japanese people. Deleted all them Japanese people.
All right. Yo, B.O.B. No doubt. B.O.B., what say you, man? How you doing, man?
A number of things were said. What specifically would you like me to hit?
Oh, man, whatever you want to talk to, man. Whatever you want to talk about.
You know, speaking of Japan, Japan has no natural resources. It's a relatively cold country. It's not the most easiest place to live because of geography. And Japan exports 7 times more than it imports. Violence is extremely low. Gun violence is almost non-existent. And the type of setting that Japan is in many ways is similar to Europe.
Go back flow state, because I didn't see it. Go ahead, B.O.B. Go back flow state.
So the idea that cold weather necessarily makes people more violent, and having limited room is bear some more research on that to back up what you are saying. If you are going to say that weather and things like that produce a certain genetic or cultural way, it's been proven throughout the world that hot climates generally make people lazy. I mean, think about that. When it's hot outside, you don't feel like doing much. Well, which continent has a very large area that's hot? And how are the people? Look, my main point about this black freedom pro-black thing is that it robs you of your individuality. And the best way that can be seen is when you do something, all of us, you do something and you accomplish a certain goal, and then another black person puts their arm around you and say, see what we did. Well, we didn't do anything. I did this. I was the one that worked hard. But you're robbing me of my own individualism when you put your arm around and say what we did. Truth of the matter is, black people have a shared history because of what was done to us externally. But we're all individuals. And to say that a black person should act or behave or think a certain way because they are black is not only foolish, it's dangerous. Lastly, let me say this, and this is where identity politics gets funny. Right now, we have black women who are saying that black men are the white men of the black race. Okay? Ask yourself this, in your life, who has given you more problems, white men or black women? Just think about that.
So, you make some interesting points, but so you believe that it's
He ain't
so? Let me
lying.
ask you a question. Hold on, yo, man, God, dog, bro.
I love that.
Hold on, Vic. Everybody mute, please. Hey, Flow State. So wait, real quick, Flow State. So am I supposed to copy that link that you put in the back?
So when you get this pop-up box, since it's going to automatically pull up your upcoming streams, you're going to have to search videos in the right bar up here. And then if you're subscribed to me, it should come up somewhere down here in the upcoming streams, but you can just search Flow State.
I don't think because I wasn't aware of your podcast before. Let me go subscribe to you. Well, let me hold on.
But just you can search
Flow State.
Yeah.
FLO
W.
Okay.
And then then state. Yeah.
FLOW. And there's a space.
Yeah.
Space STATE.
Yep. And then the thumbnail has a little sign above a wine rack. It says it says exciting whites. Yeah.
I clicked on it, so it's under my redirect. Now what do I do now?
Okay. Now click OK on the box so that it should pop up down here.
Wait, hold on. I can't see both at the time. Yeah, it's in the box like that. It's in the box like that.
Yeah.
And then what do I need
just
to
like
do?
mine. Okay, now go up and click save, and you're done. When your stream ends, it'll automatically send your audience to my stream.
Okay. Was I supposed to check out of any place else or anything else over here?
Nope. As long as it shows up down there under the redirect, just click save.
Yeah, I got live chat on, live replay on, subscribers. Okay, my subscriber mode, message delay. Okay.
Yeah, none of that other stuff matters.
All right, it's saved. I did it. All right, thank you. I appreciate you, man. And no doubt. All right, let me. Oh, sorry. Let me add him. Okay, so now this is the thing, man. Let me ask you a couple of questions real quick. So shout out to Flow State. Yo, so BOB, you think that is less detrimental to be an individualistic, individual mindset stated person than to be pro the skin that you're in? Is that what you're saying?
It is less detrimental to be individualistic than to be pro the skin color that you're in.
Yes. Which one is more detrimental, in other words?
It depends upon the circumstance.
Well, what's your ideology, your philosophy? Because what I'm hearing from you is you're saying when you are pro-black, basically you're robbing yourself of individualism, and it's like putting your arm around. When you allow someone else to put their arm around you, they're robbing you of basically the accolades and the credit that you get for the work that you put in, right? In essence, that's what you're saying, right?
Yes, and that's one of the many things that it robs. I'll answer the question by saying this. If you look at life through the lens of race or gender or religion or citizenship, you're going to miss a lot of things. If the sum total of your identity.
You there? Am I there? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't hear him.
He went out. Okay.
Yeah, I think he froze.
Yo, you froze up, brother. The sum total of your identity, I think it was saying, damn. I hope he could come.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You froze out real quick. You said if the sum total of your identity is where you left out.
if the sum total of your identity is race,
Is race.
or it's gender,
Mhm.
or it's religion,
Mhm.
then every interaction you have to look through that lens. And if you do that, you may be missing something that could help you as an individual. A white person at work who you're training under says
Mhm.
you're doing something wrong,
Mhm.
and you take that as a racial slight, and then you go to battle with it. Well, take off that racial lens. They may have just saved your life.
But let me ask you a question, because I
But
think
do you understand that? Do you understand that?
I understand what you're saying. Absolutely. And I think that the presumption is, if you're pro-black, meaning pro yourself, if you're a black person, then you're anti something else. And I just don't agree with that sentiment, right? So I think that you could be pro-black, right? Listen what I'm saying. I think that you could be pro-black and still take the advice of, like, listen, we just seen it in action. I'm believe I'm pro-black, right? And I had no problem following Flow State, who knew something that I didn't know. He led me to it. He directed me to it. I didn't give him any pushback. I asked him what to do. We got along. We're on the panel. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think that just because you're pro-black, or because you love yourself, in essence, that's how I think pro-black is, right? You love yourself means that you hate someone else.
Can I
And I
retort?
think that's the premise of
Can
a
I
lot of stuff.
retort? Let me
Yes,
retort
yes.
right
And
quick.
then John,
Like,
Uncle Jeff, I gotta let John get in it, and then Flow State, and then I'll give it back to you, Uncle Jeff. Go ahead, Bob.
every racist, and I'm not calling you this, every racist prefers their race over another race, but every individual racist prefers themselves over that particular race. What you demonstrated by your actions, not your thoughts, is that you were certainly willing to benefit yourself by dealing with a white person. If you acted pro-black, if you thought and acted pro-black, you would not be able to deal with flow state or
That's not.
anything.
Wait, where do
Oh,
you
he
get that? Hold
cooking,
on,
boy. He
that's not a cook. That
cooking.
sounds asinine. He's not cooking. That sounds ridiculous. That's a ridiculous stretch. A ridiculous stretch. It doesn't even
Israel,
make sense.
let me ask you this.
So no, real quick, because
Okay.
the fucking peanut gallery over here. Let me ask you a question. Because I was about to ask you a question. He cooking. That shit sound crazy. Where do you get that premise from? That just because someone loves themselves, or loves their people, that they have to automatically not deal with someone else, or not be able to mutually work with someone else. I mean, because listen, honestly, Booker T. Washington was called a sellout. But Booker T. Washington was talking about that exact sentiment in the what they called the Atlanta Compromise.
Because the fact that you are saying pro-black, you are not looking at flow state as an individual. You are looking at him as a white person.
Why? Wait. Where do you get that from, though? How does me loving
You just
myself
said
and
that.
me being pro? No, I'm asking you. I look at people as people. When Flow State came up here, did I mistreat you, brother? Flow
No,
State?
you're very welcoming. Actually, you
Yeah.
were welcoming before I even got up here.
Israel,
Yes.
you're proving my point. If you love yourself, you have to understand that you're not just black. You're a man. I'm assuming you're heterosexual. You may be a Christian or of some spirituality. You are a whole host of different aspects that to say simply black only, or that's what I'm going to stick my flag in, is very myopic. Let's say a black woman goes out and smacks a white guy in his face.
Uh-huh.
All right. If your sum total, if your number one place you're going to plant your flag, it doesn't matter what the white guy did or didn't do. You're going to back the black woman because she's black.
No, but that's not that's not how I look at it. Let me just say that's not at all how I look at it. I look at it like loving myself and being pro myself and pro people that look like me. I'm not against anyone else. It's really in my mission statement. I love all people, right? I have a specific love for the skin that I'm in and the people who look like me. Now, in those people, are there some horrible people that I'm not going to mess with? Absolutely. In those people, are there some beautiful, benevolent people I'm going to mess with? Absolutely. In other races or other people, are there people that I'm going to mess with and deal with and love and be cool with? Absolutely. So to be pro me does not mean I'm anti anyone else. It doesn't make sense. Like, shouldn't you be pro you? Why shouldn't you be pro you?
I am pro Bob, but I'm not necessarily pro black unless it serves my interests. Oprah Winfrey supported Barack Obama. White women went crazy. They went nuts. because they said you are a woman first before you're black. Oprah Winfrey basically said, well, no, I'm kind of black before I'm a woman. Now think about that. Why couldn't it just be I voted for Barack Obama because as an individual, I thought he would be better? Once you tie yourself up into
Your
these,
internet is definitely not pro-black.
once you, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Once you start tying yourself up into this identity, then you have to live by it. And there's certain things you cannot do unless you're going to seem hypocritical if you want to benefit yourself.
Like what? Because I'm not walking around saying I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, and I'm black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm just a man that happens to be a black man that is walking in the skin that I'm in. So it just doesn't make. I don't know. I hear your point. I guess I just don't agree, but I hear your
Okay.
point. I gotta let John get in here though. But shout out
Fair
to you.
enough.
Hey, go ahead, John. What are you saying, bro?
Excuse me. I want to respond to the flow state, the violence and the race. I do think that there is some kind of correlation there. I deal with black people all the time, and one of the things that I've come to think is that the more complex and technological the world gets, the black man or the person with low IQ gets backed into a corner because technology will trap him. I mentioned speed cameras, red light cameras, child support, all these different things that trap the lower IQ man. And his only response at that point is violence. 30 years ago, when I was a young man, a 14, 15-year-old young boy would never be considered to commit this type of violence. The technology hadn't progressed, and there probably was still some hope or aspiration in those young men. 14-year-old young man now, maybe his outlook is a lot different. The technology has sped up things. The immigration has really changed the way of the world for how they're going to make a living. And I think deep down, subconsciously, they see that there really isn't any place for them. So a 14-year-old boy throws it away and commits carjacking or robbery and things like that because there is no conservation of a future for them. And that's what I see when I deal with a lot of young black men. Like, I recognize the ability to go to violence, 0 to 100, as they say, if you were to back them into an intellectual corner.
So
I don't think.
Go ahead, Flo. Say you got it.
I mean, I hear you. I think that's kind of across the board, though, and I think it's economically driven. Like the opportunities for young men today just are not what they were, when you were a kid.
Well said.
But if you're a poor and you're living in an inner city like Brooklyn, I remember looking at a New York Times article, and it was about, I think it was Atlantic Avenue. There was a damn red light camera at almost every corner, all throughout the poor neighborhoods. Imagine a poor person driving through that area. He's going to be captured. The technology will capture him. And every other technological trap captures the poor man, the low IQ man. And what response does he have other than to be violent? And I think largely that falls on the black man.
I don't disagree with you, but you even said it. You're describing an economic condition, not a racial one. The race component is, in my view, largely incidental. It's not causal. I guess it's not because they're black. It's because they're poor.
Right. I'm broke. But why do they have to be poor? Like Uncle Jeff said, poor is a mindset, not a condition. Broke is a condition that you can be fixed from.
Yeah, broke. Yeah. They don't have money.
And they could get fixed.
Yep.
Well, Uncle Jeff, you got next. You definitely got next. Let him finish his thought, and then you got next. Go ahead, John. You got it.
Oh no, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, Uncle Jeff, go ahead.
Okay. Real quick, y'all hear me good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To go back to what Brother Bob was discussing, number one, we are not a monolith thinking. You cannot melt and pour the following great races into: Armenians, Koreans, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese. None of them. The only people who are penalized for thinking in a oneness are Black Americans. No one else.
Really?
Yes.
So could I, if I went around supporting only white, if I just try to prioritize white-owned businesses, that would be fine.
Well, that that would be the status quo.
That would be America, wouldn't it?
That would be, yeah. That would be.
I don't know. I don't use that metric to make any decisions about what I buy.
Well, you don't. You don't. But in the words of George Carlin, who I believe was, let me get it, white. White people don't need to have a meeting. They already have conjoined interests. They already have. They already go to the same schools. And again, we're talking about the power elite who happen to be white people that George Carlin agreed with me with. I could show you I'll give you a link to the clip. I don't know who that whole fairy.
I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
Are you familiar with what he said?
It's a big club and you ain't in it.
Yes. Yes. Now, was he wrong? Because that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and again, he's not wrong. He's describing an economic condition.
Actually, he's yes, and an economic elitist condition.
Yeah,
and we're
so you sort of
discussing
proved my point
that you're not in. That's what I keep trying to hammer home.
None of us are in it. I don't think.
No, brother, no. I don't disagree with that. You're right. None of us are in it.
So why do you keep treating me like I think I'm in it?
Because every time I bring it up, you take the obtuse side of it.
Now, can I say something? Is I don't like
Wait,
this.
you gotta
I
let
don't
them
like
finish.
this.
You gotta let him finish.
I'm gonna let him finish. But look, what you doing though is
What am I
send me your
doing?
phone number and I will tell you exactly what the hell is going on. I'm from the state of Mississippi, the lowest educated, and all of that shit. Look, you get a chance. Look, you get a chance. Look, you get a
You're
chance
skipping the line,
to talk
Vic.
to people and have people to congregate and get together and try to talk about their issues. And this is what happens, bro. I've been living around. Look, I'm not a displaced human being, bro.
Okay, look, Vic, hold on, but you gotta wait
your IG, bro, and I'm gonna talk to you about this shit, bro. And it's a lot of times, bro.
Can you let Uncle Jeff finish right now?
We be in the wrong, bro.
Okay.
We be in the wrong, bro.
Like, Vic, can you let Uncle Jeff finish right now, brother? Please, if you don't mind, let him finish, and then then I'll let you go afterwards. Please, brother. Very passionate. I love your passion. Go ahead, Uncle Jeff. I apologize to you, sir.
Okay. And much love, Vic. And Flow State, I really need you to understand that I don't see you as an adversary. I don't come up here to draw swords with you. It's just oftentimes you take the obtuse road of a country club member. And I keep well,
I'm just somebody who's interacted with you before.
Sure. And that's what I'm referring to. Is that you often take the tack of a country club member, and it's not on purpose.
No, that's not at all what I'm doing.
Well, okay. Well, then I can't tell you what it is, but I can tell you what it looks like, and it looks like you often take the obtuse tack of a country club member, which is something that is common to common white people.
What have I said that looks like a country club member?
Okay.
By pointing out it's economic and not racial?
No, oftentimes you will draw lines where the economic part of it is absolutely racial. Like let's take for example, I don't know, have you ever seen the documentary 13th?
No.
Okay, it's a documentary about the 13th Amendment and how it was used to weaponize and make the prison system a machine that churns out and chews up black males.
How the fuck did I get in there?
What's that?
How the fuck did I end up in there?
Okay, well, if you take your ride and keep your hands inside, you'll figure out when we get there.
Uncle Jeff, he's been in prison, man. What are you talking about, bro?
Just let him finish.
He's been to prison.
Okay, hold on.
This is not the guy to see you when you don't know who you talking to, bro. This is what we do when we don't know who we talking to.
Let him
Flow State has been to prison.
Okay, fantastic. Let him finish. Okay, appreciate you. Love.
I don't know how that changes what I'm saying. But anyway.
Hey, the Lockhart perspective.
Anyway, and I've always been confused by white guys that go to prison when the world was made for you. But anyway,
it's almost like they go for criminals. It's weird. And
yeah.
poor people.
Yeah, it is odd. It is strikingly odd. It is strikingly odd. You should be almost as ashamed of yourself as Asian criminals. I don't get it. Asian prisoners, I just don't get it. Anyway, what I'm saying.
You think black people have a monopoly on crime? You and John should
I don't.
belong together.
I don't think black people have a monopoly on crime. I believe that the prison industrial complex has made a financial monopoly on black males. And if I'm wrong, then I refer you all to a documentary called 13th. I think that would be an excellent.
We're having the discussion now.
Almost done, and then I'll shut up. I think that would be an excellent exercise. How about we all watch 13th and meet back on Izzy's channel on whatever day we decide? How about that?
How about we have a conversation now, because that's what we're doing, and I'm not taking homework assignments.
Okay, well then don't. Then you won't understand what I'm saying to you. What I'm trying to tell you is that when you bring up criminality, when you bring up poverty, it is hard. This is the high hurdling I discuss. To not bring up ideas like the 13th Amendment.
So you can't convey your talking point without me going to watch a fucking movie.
No, I can, and I don't mean to upset you. I'm saying that it would be a lot easier, and I don't want to oversimplify the documentary, but that's what it's about. It is about the fact that there is a machine in place, a prison industrial complex that isn't aimed at you. That's what I'm saying. It isn't aimed at you. I don't know. You did whatever you did, but it is different when the machine is aimed at a group of people.
I'm gonna say this to you. This ain't the shit I'm about, bro.
This dude's I've argued with Uncle Jeff
white
before.
Boy. Hey, look, this ain't the shit I'm about, bro. That shit right there. I don't know what's going on. You through the internet or whatever, bro. This ain't what I'm about, man.
So I got you.
Your name came up in a conversation, and I was standing up for you because a lot of people in this sector don't know about this shit, bro. This ain't
a
what
lot
I'm
of people
about,
spoke.
bro.
Wait, hold on. A lot of people spoke highly of him, Vic. A lot of people spoke highly of Flo.
Hell yeah, this ain't what I'm about.
And I appreciate you, Vic.
Bro.
I know how Uncle Jeff is, and
now please say this. I am not.
Okay.
I'm not speaking lowly of you. I'm merely pointing out that it is hard to discuss crime and punishment, poverty and race without looking at a system that was made to chew up a certain group of people.
How many times have you been raided?
How many times have I been raided?
By the police, yeah.
Never.
I guess they weren't aimed at you, were they?
No, that's not quite true.
Ask me.
If you'd like to discuss
no, Uncle Jeff, no, sir, no, we would not like to discuss. No, but it's like
okay, I'm sorry, fuck it. I'm stop talking.
Let me just say this. Let me just say this. This is the conclusion I came to the last time that we talked. You think that you're a genius. You thought you were a genius. You grew up being told you were brilliant. You underperformed, and you're using white people as a cope for your own mediocre life.
Whoa. Let's slow down. Let's back up. Let's back up. I need to know what about my performance is underperformed, sir.
I said mediocre.
Okay. I need to know what about my performance is mediocre.
Should we pull up your IMDb that you referred me to?
You absolutely can.
Okay, before you do
your performance is stellar. I've never heard of you.
Flow State. Before you do this, let me just ask you a question.
Sure.
Do I need to do anything on this transfer, or do I just leave it alone and
it'll take care of it? You've done everything you need to do. When you end the stream, it'll be automatic.
Oh, but I do need to end the stream though, right?
Yeah. When you end the stream, but until then, it won't go.
Will I be able to log and I just go over to your channel and just log in regular?
I'll put the StreamYard link in the back chat so people
Okay.
can just shoot straight over there.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I just wanted to make sure that. Go ahead, y'all got it.
Yeah, you're good.
What's your cash app, Israel? I gotta run.
It's here. Here it is, right here.
I
It's
can barely see it.
$. Here you go. It's $ Israel Mills. I put it in the chat. There's the link to it
Okay.
right there. I think. Let me just make sure that's the hyperlink. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Bob.
I gotta run, gentlemen. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. If you
Good
can,
talking.
man, come back, man. I'd love to converse with you more, man. You're a very intelligent brother. I appreciate you, man.
Most kind. Y'all have a good night.
You too, family.
Bye.
Now, let's see. I'm a veteran.
You're a regular ass guy. You're not a celebrity. You're not
Okay.
a big name. You're not a. You told me all about how you got tested as genius when you were a kid,
Yeah.
and then what happened? You said blamed it on the white man's schools. The white man held you down.
What did I blame on a white man's school? What exactly did I blame on a white man's school?
Your underperformance, basically, that they dumbed you down. I'm rolling off memory. A bit. It's been 9
and
months.
it's kind of dull right now.
Hey, Fluffy, why don't you just go over to IMDb since you wanted to start it?
Yeah.
All right.
Start there.
What's going on, J Speed?
Let me bring
OG.
up my own IMDb.
Talk back.
Here,
BTO Radio. What's going on? OG J Speed.
I don't know.
Who do I look up here?
Flow State. I'm
Jeff
tell
Brown.
you, Flow State. I ain't with this certain type of shit, bro. If you gonna run your shit, run it hard, bro. Because all at the same time, look, this shit right here, bro. This shit don't need to be happening, really. But if a motherfucker trying to check you, bro, check motherfuckers hard, bro. Because
I've already
all
checked it
on
once
both
before.
sides of this shit, bro. Now I'm saying, bro, because I don't believe in none of this shit that being said up on here. Because they ain't had that energy. Then nobody had that energy for Lily White when she came up here. You ain't did nothing disrespectful, bro. And look, Flow State, you my white boy. Fuck that shit that these motherfuckers going through, bro. I'm talking about. Look, when a motherfucker come at you, you iron sharpen iron, bro. I don't believe in none of this shit, bro.
What are you talking about, Vic? I don't even understand what you're talking about. What are you I'm asking you what are you talking about?
For what's understood, what's understood that don't need to be explained, bro.
All right, hold on.
Don't need to be explained. He understand what I'm saying, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up.
What y'all
Hold
doing
on.
is,
What is y'all?
This is powder keg, bro. This is
What am I
powder
doing?
keg, man. No,
What am I doing?
Motherfuckers walking across that tripwire.
What are you talking about?
I have no idea what.
What are you talking about? I'm asking.
We've already been through this. This is exactly how the conversation went last time.
All right, well, let me celebrate Bob. Okay, let me
drop me.
Okay, well, shut up then. Let me celebrate Bob because you ain't even answer my question, bro. I'm mad at you.
Thanks, man.
It don't matter what the situation. I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine. No matter what the situation.
Hey, shout out to Bob. Thank you very much, Bob. I don't understand what's going on either. I don't know what.
Okay, first, I don't know what I did to piss you off, Flow State, because I wasn't trying.
I'll tell you, you make generalized claims that are not true.
Okay,
about
can we go
people
with one of those?
about groups of people that includes me.
Okay, let's go with one of those. But which one? Since I made claims, there you have to have one on tap.
Sure. White people are violent and we have blood on our hands.
Okay, let's stop there.
Mm-hmm.
I got that crazy idea from the pictures I've seen. I don't know. Is it all right since my personal life is up here? Is it all right if I share a couple screens?
What? Okay. What?
Okay.
Are we gonna? Is this gonna? What are we walking through?
Yeah, that's what I want to understand.
What you said, what I said about white people being violent and having blood on their hands, right?
Okay, what
so we're gonna look at graphic images of white people doing violence to black people. Is that what we're gonna do?
we're
I mean,
asking.
we don't have to if
Wait,
you
no,
don't.
we're
asking. We can cut to the chase. We
No,
can cut
yeah,
past
because I
it.
can't put
Yeah,
that on
let's
my
cut to the
screen.
chase.
We already said some
No,
racial
there.
slurs.
Yes, there's absolutely instances of whites doing violence to black, just as it is vice versa.
Okay, now
And
let's stop right there. Let's stop
Uh-huh.
right there. Could you please give me the body count of black people being violent to white people? I'll give you Reginald Denny. Wow, I'm running lean. Anybody jump in?
I
Help me out.
cannot. I don't track these metrics.
Okay,
I know there's some shit going
let
on
me
in
help
South
you then.
Africa.
Let me help
but
you there.
The
Let me
point
help
is,
you there. Let me help you there. It's the Globetrotters against the Washington Generals.
why do you live in this historical statistic? Why is that you just
I
do?
I just don't
Every
ignore
time
it.
I've ever talked to you, this is where you're at.
I just don't
goddamn
ignore
time.
it. We can talk about whatever you like. You brought up this particular thing that upsets you.
I have no blood on my hands. That was your claim.
Okay.
That
Let
was
me
your
be
claim
very clear
earlier.
again. I did not blame you for getting in a pickup truck, running around looking for black people to eliminate.
When you
If
say
that's what
white
you think
people
I
have
said,
blood on their hands,
yes,
okay,
they do.
What am I?
A white male.
So therefore, we can conclude that.
Well, that's no. Therefore, we can't, because that's like saying, this is a balloon. This balloon is blue. Therefore, all balloons are blue. No, it is not.
Balloons are full of
that flow state because I got a black buddy that's same skin tone as you. We can't conclude that by your image. I got some homegrown black ass mixed race children that can pass for white people. And if I put them in the truck, Negroes will think of drug traffic, drug transactions happen.
I mean, that's fine, but that's
But
sort
guess
of
what?
that's
They're
a
part of my
one-off, though.
family, bro. And I got some pure white people that's a part of my family that married in.
So do I.
See, this what I don't give a fuck or none of that. Y'all ain't gonna sit up here and pick up on flow state. Pick on flow state. No. Earlier
Vic,
today,
I got it.
I'm saying that flow state name came up. And then before it got too bad, the only thing I was saying, nope, Flow State don't handle it like that on his channel. He don't even allow people to abuse or misuse or mistreat black people, string them up by a rope or whatever the fuck. But now Flow State is here. The next Flow State. The next thing that's gonna happen is by you showing up on this panel, Vic called Flow State. Did I call you? Nope.
I was here before you, and it's been very welcoming. And even Uncle Jeff has been pretty fucking polite. Relatively.
But it is what it is. Go ahead, do y'all thing, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
Go
it, Vic.
do your thing,
I'm
man.
good though.
Yeah,
I don't ever remember being impolite to you. And
well,
again,
that's fine.
If
I'm
you
saying
find
be
me
good
impolite,
before a fool come up here. A real fool is gonna test you, Flow State. I'm telling you, bro. And
I
then
know.
there's a lot of people that don't look before you came up here. A lot of people don't even know of you, bro. And then they gonna speculate. That's what they do in
I
our
know, but
sector.
it ends up working out in my favor.
So then why are you bucking?
What? Don't get your money. Don't get your money. Hey, at the end of the day, that's my motherfucking white boy. Y'all better leave that motherfucking white boy alone. That's mine.
Vic,
That's my white boy now.
Pause.
Tell them about the line, boss. Now,
yeah. Look, your gun line run from shack to shack.
Let me ask, hold on, Vic. Let me ask Uncle
Go ahead.
Jeff this.
Sure.
Do you consider me to have blood on my hands?
No.
Do you consider any living white people to have blood on their hands from back then?
Absolutely, positively. They would be.
How did I get exempted from that then?
Because you are a common white man that they don't like either.
So only the rich
hammering
elite
that home. I keep explaining.
Then why do you choose to describe them as white people?
Because you well, this is very simple. I don't know, and again that's a whole different road. That's a whole different road.
Because that seems intentionally inaccurate. Because most white people don't fit that.
Most white people don't fit that. No, you don't. However, you live in a land, in a mindset that is often willfully obtuse to the fact that that's how you got where most of you are. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Say that again. What is your point that I'm ignorant?
I'm going to try to say it. I am saying that the prison you went to wasn't built for you. I am saying that the issues that you got into was in a system that was not built for you to get into. I am saying that the worst that a Caucasian male's luck should get in America is night manager at Jack in the Box.
And you are making that claim, and that's how you feel. I can't change that, but it's not. That's how you feel, and that's about all it is. That's all it is.
And I'm sorry that it offends you, but it's how I feel. Now, can we move on? You're right, and I'm wrong. How about that?
All right, I'm satisfied with that.
Cool.
Hey, look, but the next is I've been on live for like officially almost 12 hours now. I have to shut down the stream for YouTube. Takes my video away, and I can't even get it back. I love y'all. I appreciate Flow State. It was great chopping up with you. I may or may not come over there because I've been streaming again for 12 hours. I may come over there for a second because this has been a dope conversation. I'm interested how it's going to go as you as the host. So I may come over there out of sheer curiosity. You
the
know
StreamYard link is backstage, and
yeah, the StreamYard link. Y'all hit that StreamYard
too.
Oh, cool. I'll come over.
Yeah, hit that StreamYard link in the back chat. Hit the StreamYard link. Hit the StreamYard link in the back chat so y'all can go over there to his. Everybody, we're sending y'all redirected everybody over to Flow State's channel. So yeah, some dude. I had a really long day.
Thank you. I just went live, and I've got John over here already, so I'm going to jump off.
All right, Flow State.
Thank you for having me on. Salute to the
thank
chat.
you, man. I'm about to come over there. I appreciate you, man.
Right
thank
on.
you. Hey, thank you, Vic. Thank you, John. It's been a pleasure, man, talking to you and chopping up with you, man.
Yeah, I'll come back and take to your other streams when you're live again.
All right, man. Please do. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel too. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah. I sent you a like as well.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Hey, Roshu, I don't know who you are, but I can't keep the stream up. I gotta go. Yeah. What's up, Vic?
No, it is what it is, and I tell you, I'm out here and I'm everywhere. Look, it is what it is, though, bro. Just handle your business and get your money, man.
All right, man. Be safe. Be safe on the road. All right. Be safe on the road, bro. All right, man. Thank you, everybody. Here's the link to his channel. I think it automatically takes you over there, but there's the link to the channel. If it doesn't, y'all take a hey, thank you, Easy. Appreciate it. Y'all be easy. A shout out to Noah Bell. Y'all be easy, man. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Y'all been with me all day, man. Love, family. I'ma holler at y'all later. I gotta go. I gotta jump off this live. All right.